See if we got video.
My daughter is the mascot. I think I told you that.
Well, welcome to another year of Navarre Raider football on IrishBillSports.com. This is Irish Bill with Seminole Bob. Welcome, Bob.
How are you, brother?
Doing great. We're right where we need to be, aren't we not?
Yeah, it's like we're on the roof, except we're on the steps.
I'm going to sneak that song in, whether they like it or not. I'm going to get that song in there tonight. But this is Irish Bill with Seminole Bob. We're here in Gulf Breeze for the second game of the season for Navarre. They started out last week with a nice 17-7 win over county foe Pace. And on to another county foe here, down 98 to Gulf Breeze to take on Gulf Breeze in the Publix Beach Bowl Cup.
Yep. As we said on Wednesday's show, usually this is an end-of-the-year game, but last, I guess, 2 years.
Last year we started off with the Gulf Breeze game.
Right. Yep.
And this week it's would have been in the third week, but thanks to Hurricane Sally, she wasn't very nice, was she?
No, not at all. And, I believe in building a wall now across the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, as kind of correlating to Hurricane Sally, today on my way to work on Highway 399, I hit a pile of nails. And
not fingernails.
No, not fingernails. Debris from Hurricane Sally.
Oh, boy.
Luckily, I made it up to work and back to Gulf Breeze Tire, and I didn't know what had happened. All I saw was my tire pressure light, and so I said, I got to get down there. So they said it would look like a porcupine had flung its tail into my tire. That's how many nails I had, about a dozen nails in my tire.
So the tire's gone. It was shredded.
Well, they fixed it temporarily, but they have to order a new one. Because just 3 weeks ago, I put those tires on, brand new.
Oh, my gosh.
So, fortunately, they're going to order a new one to replace the tire. But it's like, so I spent the afternoon down at Tiger Point, grabbing lunch, taking my time, visiting all the sites that you can in Tiger Point. And I was not going to test Highway 98 back and forth to Navarre to Gulf Breeze with the traffic coming in and off of Garcon Point Bridge.
Right, and that's where it bottlenecked right there at Walmart. And they had a deputy there, though, Santa Rosa County's finest, and double making sure the lights were working and it was flowing. But it did slow down a whole bunch. So
I got to let the folks know that is not sold out tonight. So if you want to, there are some minimal tickets from the Gulf Breeze side of the ticket sales left. So if you want to head on down to the game, you can get in. We're here. It's week 2. Raiders 1-0. Gulf Breeze 0-1. A 42-14 loss to Milton last Friday night. And we are switching over to YouTube. The one thing nice about YouTube, as you go to my site, you'll go to my site, log in. Well, you don't even need to log in. All you do is press on the game itself, and it'll be broadcast on YouTube. So there is a live chat on YouTube that you can ask us questions. One thing we don't have this year that we had last year was the scoreboard and the time, but I think that's okay because we'll just have to announce the time and the score a little bit more often.
Oh, absolutely. And, if you're kind of a shy one out there, just tell us where you're texting from. Just say, Joe from Daleville, Kansas, or something like that. I don't even know if there's a Daleville.
I know the Houston family has a lot of people up in the Midwest that are going to be watching tonight, so we want to give them a shout out. I got some good friends of mine from the Southern Gentleman Sports Show that may tune in tonight as well from all around the country. And we're going to have some fun with this again in 2020. My 12th year broadcasting Navarre Raider football.
The Dandy Dozen.
It's hard to believe, really.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not know that Navarre, that you had been doing this, and Our reach is growing and the like, which is a good thing. And, I had contacted athletic director, you and I had contacted athletic director Scott Murphy and Principal Brian Nowak and said, there's military families too, overseas that listen. Coach Greenhaw's dad, I believe, listens from somewhere
Herbie.
in Alabama.
He's up in Athens, Alabama.
Yep.
Where Coach Greenhaw used to coach high school football at, and then went on to, I believe, played at I think it was West Alabama that he played at. And but we got people all over the area. And I kicked off the chat, 32 minutes to kick off here at Gulf Breeze High School. Navarre warming up to our right. Gulf Breeze warming up down to our left, right towards 98. And looking for another fun matchup between these two schools. Distance by 18 miles.
18 miles. A little brisk tonight. So if you get some wind noise, we're doing the best we can. We're on the top step of the visitor side, and we appreciate Gulf Breeze for allowing us to broadcast. We contacted
Coach
Murphy and Mr.
Athletic
Nowak, and they contacted Gulf Breeze, and so we're glad and fortunate, and we thank the administration of Gulf Breeze High School for letting us broadcast. I know they had some contractual things with a TV deal or a state TV deal through Florida High School, but we just appreciate doing that because, some people. And by the way, YouTube is free.
Yes, YouTube is free.
You don't have to pay anything.
IrishBillSports.com is free.
Yeah, absolutely.
And but nice segue, Bob, as we go to thank our sponsors, because without them, it wouldn't be free. So we want to thank Culver's of Navarre, Honey and Randy Smith, great people. We do our Wednesday night show from there every Wednesday night during high school football season. University of Lending Group, Stacy Wright, Jennifer Gomes. I believe this is their 7th or 8th year with me. I wish Stacy had more kids, boys, so that I'm sure she'll stick around.
Oh, absolutely.
And one of my bigger one, Ursula Householder, the Coldwater banker, she's been one of my stalwarts. Her son graduated in 2010 or 11, and she's stuck with us ever since then. And I want to thank them. And our new one that came aboard last year, Express Employment Professionals out of Pensacola. My wife, Brenda Kay, an employee of Express, and she is our producer for the show as well. She's already given me a weather report saying it's going to get down to 49 degrees tonight.
Woo!
I think luckily I brought the Raiders sweatshirt tonight.
Yeah, you might need a...
But the last time I was up here, it was a very blustery night with a little bit of spitting now and then. We got the wind again, but no rain in the forecast.
And look at that sunset. Boy, the Lord has blessed us once. Wasn't that beautiful?
I know.
What a sunset.
Hey, Brooke, you got to get a picture of that sunset.
That's beautiful. And Brooke Hamill on camera tonight.
My lovely daughter.
Your lovely daughter. She's got the camera on that sunset.
She's going to be helping us out tonight, and we'll figure out the rest of the year as it comes. Maybe we can drag young Miss
Anne-Marie
out to the games, and we can teach her a little bit about how to do the camera.
She was excited about being the backup camera person in case. She was ready. She just texted me, "Are you good?"
Tell her this. If she wants to come in and be our camera person the rest, I will give her $25 a game.
Oh, well, you don't have to do that.
Okay, I'll give her 20 a game.
Okay, no. She's getting to driving age. She's getting ready to get her own car.
If she wants to come aboard this year, we will teach her the tricks of the trade and doing the camera. And we'd love to have her a part of our team here because at Navarre, we're all one big happy family.
We are, and she was hanging out with the athletic trainer this week, which is not exactly good news.
The producer says that the picture is great, and the winds are blowing, so you can probably hear a little bit of the wind in our mics. We got the wind socks on, but it's still, there's a little bit of wind coming through here. But we got an excellent connection here from up. We're going to say it's up on the roof.
Yeah.
As far as people know, we're up on a roof somewhere.
We Anne-Marie has a strained muscle in her shoulder, so she's out a week and a half of swimming.
Ouch.
And so she was doing a lot of butterfly. I don't know. You and I can do the butterfly thing, but she aggravated it in a meet Saturday. So, but anyway, I'll let her know. She'll be excited. My other daughter is one of the Raider mascots, Alyssa. Proud of her. She rode in with the cheerleaders on the bus. So
let us take a little break here. We're Irish Bill and Seminole Bob on IrishBillSports.com. Navarre Raider football, year number 12, year number 2 on IrishBillSports.com. We're going to take a commercial break so you can hear from our sponsors. And frequent our sponsors when you can, and because we appreciate them for all that they do for us and allow you to bring Navarre Raider football on IrishBillSports.com. Every Wednesday night, the show, and every Friday night, the show on the field. This Irish Bill and Seminole Bob will be back after this commercial break.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com. Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work for you with innovative marketing strategies. Thinking about selling your home? Call Ursula for a free marketing analysis to see if you qualify for one of the incentive programs. Call or text 850-642-5711. Email ursula.householder@floridamoves.com or go to householderhomes.com. Go Raiders! Your fans are all behind you at the field or while you're watching at home.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Welcome back to Gulf Breeze High School. This is Irish Bill with Seminole Bob, bringing you Navarre Raider football on IrishBillSports.com. This week we are in Gulf Breeze as the Raiders travel down 98, about 17 miles to the west of Navarre to take on their Santa Rosa County foe, the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. Gulf Breeze comes in 0-1 on the season after a 42-14 setback to the Milton Panthers last Friday night. The Raiders come into this game with a 17-7 victory over the Pace Patriots, our county foes to the kind of northwest.
I don't know, but that wind's blowing from the north. That's for darn sure.
That voice you hear is Seminole Bob. It's the third year that you've joined me, is it not?
Second or third, it seems like an eternity. We're like
is that eternity good or eternity bad?
eternity good. We're like brothers from another mother.
You got that right, buddy.
Obviously have a history with Navarre high school football. When was the last time they opened with 2 road games?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time.
One of our listeners might know, and that's Coach Alex Adams. I think he's listening up in Charlotte, North Carolina, former defensive back coach.
He's coaching up there as well with a new young child in the household up there. And I had a lot of long talks with Coach Adams when he was at Navarre before games, and always appreciated our conversations there. I'm sure he'll be checking in tonight as he messaged on Facebook page this morning.
Yep. He would always come in when I worked at the Y. We closed at 9. He would come in at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., and he'd get a hard workout in after working all day. And I'm going, how do you do that? Then he was young and single. Well, he still is young, but he's not single. But he'd tear up a workout. Alex, good guy, coaching up there, and we miss him.
The Raiders for the second week in a row wearing their white jerseys with maroon numbers, maroon pants, and a black helmet. If I looked at it last week, I don't think there was a Raider on the side of that helmet. I think they're all black this year. I don't know if that was by design or if they didn't have time to get the decals on or not. But they are wearing the black helmets as always. The white jerseys, maroon numbers, maroon pants, black helmet. And they'll be coming out. They're coming right now. They're down in the far right end zone.
By the baseball field.
The softball field is directly behind the goalpost. And as Preston Penton finishing up his warm-up kicks there with all the Raiders around him, giving him a little give him a little bit, give him a little something.
And it certainly, the wind could affect the special teams play tonight, I believe. It most possibly can, both the field goal kicking, the punting, kickoffs, and you may see a team choose a side tonight with the particular win.
To me, I would want the win in the fourth quarter at my back in case you have to come back.
Right, need a long field goal or something like that.
And that's the way Gulf Breeze had it the last time. But fortunately, we were able to stop him as Dante Wright intercepted the last-ditch effort pass, and the Raiders took over and secured that victory 2 years ago. And let me pull up those scores here real quick, Bob, if you want to talk for.
Well, when you were talking about Dante, it was good to hear that. I did not know the Mountain West has decided to join the Big Ten, or however many schools it is now there in the Big Ten and the Pac-12, and I don't even know if it's Pac-10, Pac-12, Pac-9, Pac-13.
I would call it something, but I'm not going to because one thing that we don't is we don't do political on here. Leave the politics to the politicians. Leave the sports to the sports guys, and that's what we do best is our sports.
Absolutely. Nor do we say roll tide.
I do not. You're not going to get me to say it,
no,
Bob.
Okay. But I understand. How many games is the Mountain West going to play?
They're going to play an 8 games. I believe they're going to play an 8-game schedule.
Okay. Pac-10 sets.
Pac-12 is going to play a 7-game schedule.
Okay.
And I think they're going to be starting. Mountain West is going to be starting the 24th of October, the same day as the Big Ten, and the Pac-12 will be starting, I think, November 7th. Will be their first weekend of football with no breaks, no bye weeks for the Big Ten and the Pac-12 and the Mountain West Conference.
Well, it'd be good to see Dante. I just could not imagine going through a season not seeing Dante, play football.
Most definitely, and we'll see them play, and I'm sure the Wrights will be making a couple of trips out west.
And you were on one of the stations out there.
Yeah, I got invited to come on one of the local stations out there. John Michael, he runs DNVR Denver.com. They cover all of the Colorado State sports, yeah. And he had me on during the summer, I believe it was.
Yep.
My days kind of running together since it might even been before the summer, because I don't think we were in COVID yet when he invited me on. So it might have been back in February or so. But yeah, he had me on out there so I could talk about Dante, and at the time, number 52 Grady Kelly had committed to Colorado State. He's starting to get a bunch of offers, so we'll see if that commitment stands fast with Grady.
And you'll be able to talk about Grady.
Yeah, but we'll find out where that one's going to go. But 2 years ago, the Raiders held on. Actually, was it three years ago? Because they played back-to-back at Navarre the last 2 years.
Right.
3 years ago, 29-23, Navarre held on for the victory in a very windy contest here in Gulf Breeze. What I always love over here at Gulf Breeze is their student section is incredible. It's called the Splice Zone.
Okay.
And but I don't know if they're going to be as fully packed with COVID-19 going on and everything.
It looks like it looks like they're not complying, but oh well.
But if you want to pass messages on YouTube, send us. There's a chat on there, so you can send us questions. We're about let's see, it's 7:15. We're about 10-15 minutes from kickoff here, as the clock is down under 10. I think they might be. I think they did senior night last week in week 1.
Could have been. I know Navarre is going to do their senior night next week. We are up on the roof.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll have good weather.
Well, let's check the weather report for next Friday night. But we all know in Florida weather changes from day to day.
Brooke says she wants it inside.
So
she may not. She
next Friday it will be I don't want to see that. I'm not going to jinx it. Not going to say. There is a chance of a lot of sun. I got you guys. If we have to go inside, we'll go inside, but we prefer the roof.
Right, and we don't have to worry about any kind of connectivity issues or.
No, not at all. Right, we got an excellent connection here tonight.
Yeah.
So far, I'm liking this here on YouTube so far. And OBS is definitely a great combination, and I want to got to thank our IT guys, don't we?
Yeah.
Josh Dye, September Dye.
Yeah.
And our good friend Miguel Navarro out at Your Tech out in Pensacola. We had some issues the other night. I got a hold of Miguel early the next morning. No problem, fixed it. And he guaranteed me that we're going to have a great broadcast tonight.
And we appreciate that because, the big boys who get paid big money have people in huge trucks. We have a table.
We might need to upgrade to a bigger table. You think?
Man. We could upgrade to a bigger table.
And a little bit stronger camera stand.
Could be.
That we are going to do this year. So we'll start looking around we'll go to a bigger table and a better camera stand. Well, that was given to me by my good friend Robert Williamson when I used to work for Jock Jive. He let me keep it.
Yeah.
That was very nice of him. And Robert and I still remain good friends. He's helped me along the way numerous times getting my my new website up and running as well. With as you hear his voice in some of our commercials still, I owe a lot to Robert over the last 9 or 10 years that we've been friends. And I was introduced to him by the late William Brownell, who passed away here about a month or two ago, who used to run Panhandle Sports Broadcasting. I went to learn to trade through Bill. He introduced me to Robert. And when I went away from Panhandle Broadcasting, I went under Jock Jive. Was there for probably 6, 7 years at least. And I thank Robert for a lot of things and helping me with getting better at bringing sports to all of you out there. You can have all you want inside as far as being a sports geek and talking about sports, but it's the little things that your mentors teach you that help you down the road.
And I know you won't plug it, but I know ESPN or Fox News or CBS News is looking perhaps to take the Southern Gentleman Sports Show maybe a little further. I don't know.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I can mention that tomorrow morning from 8 to 11, normally 8 to noon, you can hear the Southern Gentleman Sports Show on 100.3 FM, the Ticket Sports Network, or 97.1 out of Pensacola, or wearesportsradio.com, or southerngentlemansports.com. Now for our national anthem, let's open up the field mic for our national anthem. Brooke checking on the field mic, and it's good to go as the ROTC comes to the left end zone. And just momentarily, we will have our national anthem and kick off this contest on this beautiful Friday, October 2nd night, 2020.
At this time, we respectfully ask if you remove your hat and place your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform are authorized by military regulation to render a hand salute. And now, we honor the United States of America, our servicemen and women around the world, with the playing of our national anthem by your Gulf Breeze High School Soundwave Band.
beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Gulf Breeze High School Marching Band. Navarre will be coming out of the, I always get my directions. I think that is out of the north end zone,
It is.
and out of the south. The Gulf Breeze will be coming out of the south end zone. When I get down here, I know Highway 98 is running right over there, and it kind of goes across the bridge. Well, nobody's going across the bridge for the next 6 months. Thank you, Hurricane Sally, as they reported today that
It's Chappie James, I think, the bridge that got destroyed.
hold on to that.
The officials for tonight's game have been agreed to by both schools and are provided by the
Like I said, Gulf Breeze will be coming out of the south end zone. Navarre out of the north end zone as we're getting ready for week 2 here between these two teams. Gulf Breeze 0-1, Navarre 1-0. And you can send us messages on YouTube Live. And we'll answer your questions. We'll put scores on there when we can. And
it is sponsored by Publix and presented by Gulf Breeze News.
And they'll be coming out of the south end zone here rather shortly. Navarre over on the baseball field getting some last-minute instruction from Coach Walls and the staff over there. And my daughter, Brooke Hamill, will be on the camera tonight. So you got to give her credit for all the beautiful videography tonight. I know that word. I've been practicing that word all day, Bob.
Videography. I see our offensive lineman, our injured offensive lineman tonight.
I just was talking with his dad prior to the game.
Yeah.
He is unfortunately has a tear, and so he will be going, unfortunately, under the knife at Andrews Institute here rather quickly to repair, and they're looking at about 8 to 9 months recovery time.
Wow.
That's tough for a senior. Jeremiah Chavez Moon got injured last Friday night in the Pace game. And the Raider captain's coming over here from the baseball field here at Gulf Breeze Sports Complex. Let's just call it Sports Complex because everything's right here. The only thing that's not here is the lacrosse. They play that down on Shoreline, I believe.
And the swim team.
And the swim team.
Yeah, of course the swim team.
They can't be here, Bob.
They can't be here. They were at Hunter Pool, but because of Hurricane Sally, they are now swimming at the Navarre Y.
Will receive the Raiders to defend the north end zone.
The one nice thing about YouTube, Bob, is you can bring up YouTube on your TV with all these smart TVs and everything now.
Yeah.
So you can watch the Raider game on your TV.
The producer did that.
So let's play some football.
Or actually, she watched the Wednesday show on the big team. I
Yeah.
don't know if that'll look. Make sure the camera next week gets my good side.
Do you have a good side?
Well, not according to my wife, no.
But the producer says we are coming in fabulously tonight.
Good.
You know, she likes to use those big words.
Now, speaking of the producer, her and I, Packers.
I forgot you are a Packer fan.
I am a Packer fan. 3-0.
The Bears 3-0.
Bears 3-0. You know, every now and then a blind squirrel finds an acorn or a field goal kicker. We'll see how long it lasts. But hey, listen, I think the NFL's better when the traditional teams like.
And here comes your Raiders from the north end zone, wearing their white jerseys, maroon numbers, maroon pants, and a black helmet. Here in week 2 of the Florida High School football season here in the Panhandle of Florida. I'm Iris Mill and Seminole Bob bringing you live action once again here from Gulf Breeze High School.
A lot of electricity in the air. I think we have the Navarre student section down below us.
As long as they behave. I mean, we can put the camera on them so mom and dad can watch at home and see that they're
not behaving.
Not behaving. But I'm sure they will behave. Oh, behave.
Oh, behave. You're a hoot.
I'm trying. I'm just excited.
It can't be
I'm just excited that we're here.
Oh, man.
because during the summer we didn't know if we were going to be here or not, Bob. In fact, up till last week we didn't know if we were going to be
here
in this very spot. But thanks to Mr. Murphy and Mr. Alt, the athletic director over at Gulf Breeze, for allowing us to come down. And Navarre will be kicking off. Preston Penton will be putting toe on leather to get this game underway from the 40. They'll be coming out of the north end zone. Gulf Breeze in their blue jerseys with white numerals and gray, silver.
I think that's silver.
Silver pants and a blue helmet with a big dolphin on the side and number on the other side.
Okay.
And they'll be going back 3 deep, awaiting the kickoff from one Preston Penton, the senior kicker for the Raiders. He got his first offer last week from Valley State out of Orlando.
Awesome.
It's a junior college school on the outskirts of Orlando. Preston getting ready to, we're underway. It's a deep kickoff. It's going to go back 3 yards deep, and a touchback for Penton on his first kickoff of the night.
Yeah, I guess the Gulf Breeze Dolphins had won the toss, and so you're right. They chose to kick this way, so in the second and fourth quarters, they'll have the wind at their back.
Good strategy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Rylan McCurdy, the senior, will be bringing out the Dolphins offense from the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Dolphins from their own 20, just underway here at Gulf Breeze High School. McCurdy in the shotgun, single back in the backfield. Twin receivers to the left side. It's a handoff up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage by Nate Herring, and they're pushed back after a 2-yard gain. Number 7 on the carry. That would be Troy Coughlin for a 2-yard gain. They'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Dolphins.
Yep. Linebackers came up. Hole was there, quickly closed.
2nd and 8 for the Dolphins from their own 22. We're about 30 seconds into this game. Public Speech Bowl Cup on the tap tonight. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Once again, he's met at the line of scrimmage by Devin Wright and a host of other Raiders. And they're going to spot it out to the, looks like at about the 23-yard line. Put it at the, yep. It's going to be a gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 on the carry. 1-yard gain by Coughlin.
Well, you know, I would like to think the Gulf Breeze coaches want a fast start. And
because they'll be punting into that wind if they have to.
Exactly. And, you know, that's another strategy there. Do you, if your offense doesn't score.
McCurdy back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open. Down the far sideline. The corner came up and bit. And it's going to be a 77-yard touchdown pass to Michael Zawarnarski. As the corner came up, he bit on the inside receiver, cut across the middle, and the corner came up, and there was nobody left to take on Zawarnarski for a 77-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, busted cover. He bit on that. Single coverage. Nice pass and catch. And the quarterback throwing into the wind.
Nice pass.
Yeah, exactly.
10:35 on the clock.
And as I said, a fast start. Gulf Breeze has gotten that fast start.
Kick is up and good. So the Dolphins up on top 7-0.
With 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Your score, Gulf Breeze Dolphins 7.
There's no such thing as no good too high.
No good too high. Well, the first pass of the night is completed by McCurdy on the broken coverage. And it's going to be 77 yards and a Dolphin score here early on, and a 7-0 lead for the home team.
We'll see if this changes Navarre. You and I had talked about them pounding the running game at Gulf Breeze and throwing when they have to. We'll see if this changes Jay Wall's strategy in the game with Gulf Breeze up early.
Kicking into the wind. We'll see something here. Would the Dolphins be as much to provide an onside kick here to throw things off a little bit?
Well, they got punched in the face last week by a very good Milton squad, and so they're off. Like I said, hate to beat a dead horse. They're off to a good start.
Cade Lombardo with the extra point now doing the kickoff. That's going to be a pooch kick. That wind is going to take it, so you're going to need Trent Hall's going to return it. He's still on his feet. He breaks one tackle, goes to the far sideline. He's going to get back to about the 33-yard line, a return of 4 yards for Trent Hall. But there is a flag on the play.
Maybe a face mask.
Along the far.
Or it could be a hold on Navarre, one or the other. It's going to be a hold on Navarre.
Now bring it back 10 yards from the 30-yard line where the penalty occurred.
Raiders, 5-yard penalty. First and 10 at the 25.
Raiders' first penalty of the night for 5 yards. And Navarre will start first and 10 from their own 25. Looks like bringing in number 1, Jason Deal at quarterback. Did not play in last week's game. Jaden Rivera in the backfield behind him as Jabari Mitchell goes. There's going to be a handoff to Rivera, and he's got a big gain. Raider gain first down over the 35, and he's going to go out of bounds at the just shy of the 40, so a 14-yard gain for Rivera and a Raider first down.
Good vision by him, bouncing outside. He broke the containment and got some extra yardage along that sideline.
Nice blocking by the big Bubbas up front. We'll get to those names here in just a little bit. First and 10 Navarre, just shy of the 40-yard line of their own. Deal in at quarterback. He's going to pass. He's going to hand off to Rivera. He's going to get out over the 40, out to the 40. Let's call it the 42 and a half, a gain of 3. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Raiders from their 43.
It's really no secret. Wherever they load the tight end generally is the direction they're going to go, but it's a matter of, can you stop me? And the big Bubbas are producing the push early on here.
Arno and Hull out to the left. Isaiah Miller goes in motion. He's got a receiver out here on the far side, and just over the outstretched arms of Trent Hull falls incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd and 7.
And this is where the wind might have caused that pass to sail just a little bit.
That's my camera feed.
Oh, hang on.
We have a pause in the camera feed. It's going to fall incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down.
This is incomplete. 4th down.
Timing was just off just a little bit there between Deal and his receivers. Pass sailed over his head.
There we go. You had a little pause there. That's going to bring in Penton for the punt. 4th and 7 Raiders. John Irving to return for the Dolphins. Penton with the end-over-end kick. It's going to come down at the 20. Irvin's going to get out to the 30-yard line, and there's a penalty here on the near sideline. 37-yard punt for Penton.
Holding on the return team. So that'll back.
10 yards on the return. 1st and 10 Dolphins.
There was a 10-yard return, but I think on the penalty they'll move him back 10. So it'll be right about where he grabbed the punt from Preston Penton.
Exactly. May the wind ever be at your back is exactly what's going on now. Well, they moved it back from the spot of the foul, so they're in the shadows of their own end zone.
So I think that was a 15-yard penalty there.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 10-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the gut. He's going to get back to line of scrimmage where he is taken down there by Nate Herring and Jordan Moon. It's going to be no gain on the play. We'll bring up, they'll give him 1 yard, one singular yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 11. McCurdy in the shotgun. Twins to the near side, single to the top of the screen. It's going to be a handoff off right guard once again. He's going to get out to the 13, give him 2 yards, and he'll bring up 37. And the same situation that they were in previously, Bob, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. They have been daring Gulf Breeze to throw, and Gulf Breeze did on the touchdown catch. Their linebackers have been stunning and really trying to stuff the run.
It's going to be McCurdy to the outside. He's got a receiver, but it falls incomplete, and he'll bring up 4th and 7. And we'll see the Gulf Breeze punter for the first time.
Yeah, that's unusual with the right-handed quarterback. With a right-handed quarterback on a rollout to his left, thrown across his body.
Back to receive for the Raiders, number 2, Jaden Jones.
Let's see if
Jaden Jones back to returning the punt. If he gets a chance with this wind, who knows where that ball's going to go.
Yep.
A nice high punt. Jones going to field that at his own 49. He's going to fall down, come down after a 5-yard gain down to the Dolphin 46.
It was good hang time there. It allowed Gulf Breeze to cover that. So Navarre will set up shop in Dolphin territory.
Down at the Dolphin 46-yard line, Jaden Jones, transfer in from Pine Forest High School, North Carolina, not Pensacola.
You said that, and I had to go back and listen to it on the tape.
His brother is a running back, redshirt freshman at North Carolina with Navarre's Michael Carter.
Interesting.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. It's going to be Rivera. Actually, it's going to be Deal on the keeper. He's going to have a nice gain inside the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 7 for Deal on his first carry of the season.
Yeah, when you have quarterbacks who are mobile, as Jason is, that run-pass option is so effective. And so this is setting up perhaps something else about to come down.
2nd and 3 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 39-yard line. That's actually Zach Marquise now in for the Raiders. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera. He's off right tackle. He's shimmying and to the left, shimmying to the right, and he gets a Raider first down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 for Rivera and another Raider first down.
Yeah, Navarre is dominating the offensive line of scrimmage clearly and getting good offensive yardage. Unfortunately, they trail where it's important on the scoreboard, 7-0.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 33. It's going to be Marquise on the keeper. He's going to go back to the right after he started off to the off left tackle, and the big Bub is pushing him down all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Looked like a rugby scrum there.
And I actually think that was Marquise that was on the first run there. So a 7-yard gain for Marquise. And that was Marquise on the keeper there as well. So he's going to gain 7 there as well. 2nd and 3, Navarre. At the Gulf Breeze 26-yard line. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera. He jumps to the outside, and he is going to be not brought down yet. as he breaks
Wow.
2 tackles to the outside, and he's close to a Raider first down.
He really has some moves in between the tackles, shimmying and shaking, and looks like you on a trampoline, you know.
I'll never be on a trampoline.
When play resumes, it'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for Navarre on the first down run, the 3rd first down run of the game by Jaden Rivera.
Yep.
3 first downs for the Raiders here in the first quarter, trailing 7-0 with 5:57 on the clock. We're at our first water break of the ball game. Navarre trailing 7-0, courtesy of a 77-yard pass from Rylan McCurdy to Michael Sororinsky. I know, easy for me to say, huh?
Yeah, they have a.
And he's got a brother too.
He does.
Number 42 is a linebacker, is a sophomore.
They have a Quinville at running back.
Gavin Quinville.
Gavin Quinville, his brother. Oh my gosh.
His dad.
Chad.
Played for the Ice Pilots.
Sure did, way back.
He's a freshman running back. 1st and 10 Raiders down to the Gulf Breeze 18-yard line, actually just inside the 20. It's going to be Marquise on the keeper, and he's going to lose yardage back to about the 22-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 3 for Marquise. They'll bring up 2nd and 13.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 on the 20.
Actually, they're only going to give him a loss of 2, so that's even better. 2nd and 12, Navarre, just outside the Gulf Breeze 20-yard line with 5:20 on the clock here in the opening quarter.
Look for a fade route here.
Little jumps pass to Rivera out of the backfield. He's got some yards. He's going to get to the outside down near a first down. First completion of the night for Marquise.
Little Tim Tebow, Y.A. Tittle jump pass there.
Let's see where they're going to spot him about 2 yards short, so it's a 10-yard pass play.
Third and 1.
They'll give him 11 on the pass play. 3rd and 1 for the Raiders. Rivera in the backfield right behind Zach Marquise, starting quarterback for the Raiders. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera. He's going to be close to the first down.
On the carry, number 7, Jaden Rivera.
He kind of had it, then kind of went sideways.
Sure did. Good penetration there by Gulf Breeze defense on the run.
No gain on the play.
No gain, so it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Raiders.
I would think the Raiders would go for this.
Bringing in the big package is Grady Kelly now in the backfield.
Holy moly.
He's going to line up back there with Rivera and Bailey Houston. It's going to be Rivera up the middle for the first down, and a 1st and goal, Navarre Raiders.
Can you imagine being a defensive lineman and seeing those 2 linebackers / defensive linemen line up in the backfield?
They got down to about the, let's call it the, looks like about the 3-yard line.
Yep.
So that's going to be a gain of 8 for Rivera. His 4th first down carry in the game.
Just right
All
up the
4 of the
middle.
Raiders' first downs are courtesy of, it's going to be a handoff to Rivera. Again, he's going to bounce back inside, but he's going to be bet by a host of Dolphins shy of the goal line, about the 1-yard line.
Wrapped up by a pot of Dolphins in the line of scrimmage.
A pond of Dolphins, did he say?
I think he said a pod of Dolphins.
Oh, okay.
Dolphins?
Because Dolphins are not in ponds.
No gain on the play.
Not in my universe.
2nd and goal for Navarre with 3:16 on the clock here in the opening quarter. 7-0 Gulf Breeze on top of Navarre. Marquise at quarterback. Rivera to his left in the backfield. It's going to be handoff to Rivera. He's going to be close to the goal line. And he is in for the touchdown.
Yeah.
His 3rd touchdown rushing on the season. This one from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board here, 7-6.
Just bounced it outside to the left.
At the 2:59 mark of the first quarter, a 2-yard run by Rivera. Penton in for the extra point to tie this game up.
And that's how you answer a long pass.
Well, they get the short field from the Gulf Beast 46, and they go in and score with a 4th down conversion. And Penton with the extra point, and we are tied at 7 here on IrishBillSports.com.
With 2 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
This
Want to
is
thank our camera person once again, Brooke, for coming out tonight and facing the blustery winds here at Gulf Breeze High.
Did you swim? Did you swim across, or did you go 90? I-10? You
She went
swam.
I-10 to Garcon Point, and that was kind of an adventure.
Oh, man. Did you see any barges on the way? One. Okay.
Please practice proper social distancing measures.
Yeah, right. Practice proper. We are trying. We're as close as, well,
The students make me nervous.
they make me a little nervous as well. Not because they're students.
Well, no, just they started out with just 2 rows, and it's like rabbits. They're coming back toward the camera.
That's going to be a short kick. Down to about the 10-yard line. The tackle there by Marcus
20.
Fedorkowicz.
23-yard line, I believe.
It's going to be a 13-yard, 14, yeah, right about the 24. So it's a 14-yard return.
Put the ball down, gentlemen.
1st and 10 for the Dolphins from their own 24-yard line. We're tied at 7 here at Gulf Breeze High School. Irish Bill with Seminole Bob here on IrishBillSports.com. Wherever you may be out there on the World Wide Web, we thank you for tuning in and logging on to IrishBillSports.com. Rylan McCurdy in the shotgun. Coughlin to his left. It's going to be McCurdy on the keeper. He's going to have a nice gain over the 30 out to the 34. He's going to be close to a Dolphin first down. He's going to have 11 and a Dolphin first down.
Yeah, just a run pass option there.
And it is a Dolphin first down.
We're down to 2:43 on the clock. 2:44 as they stop the clock on the first down. They will wind it once they move the chains. And 1st and 10 Dolphins from their own 35. 2 receivers to the near side, single to the left. It's going to be McCurdy, and he's right there right at the line of scrimmage. And a big hit there by Jaden Jones.
Ooh. Mercy.
But he's going to gain about, let's give him about 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that hole got filled fast. Another, run pass option using speed of McCurdy.
2nd and 8 for Gulf Breeze from their 37. Twins to the near side, single to the top of the screen. And a big rush coming out of the Raiders. And it's going to be Jones was looking for his 3rd interception of this young season, and he drops it, but it will bring up 3rd and 8 for the Dolphins. Nice defensive play there by Jaden Jones.
And the nice defensive play by the wide receiver, who I think knocked it out of his hands. Number 11.
That would be Cole Hartley. And number 9 out there as well, Carson Hepworth. They line up here on the near side. Seth Massey to the top of the screen on the far side. McCurdy in the shotgun with Coughlin to his left, right behind him to his left. 3rd and 8 for the Dolphins from their 37. They're going to run a little pass play, and it's going to be, he's got a lot of room to run. It's another big pass play for the Dolphins. And down inside the Raider 20 on the screen play. Epworth on the screen. 13. And that's another big pass play for the Dolphins. Down inside the Raider, actually right at the Raider 15. 48-yard pass play.
Could have easily been offensive pass interference. They ran a pick play, Bill, and it cut off the defensive back. Well-designed play. You can get away with it.
48 yards on the.
Yep. Third down.
That one was to Hepworth. A nice play there on the number 12 coming up, Connor Eastwood. He's met by another host of Raiders, led by Devin Wright and Deuce Ned.
Quarterback that time, again in the RPO, maybe should have kept the ball there. Pitch was covered.
And that's going to be a loss back to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, they're saying
As number 24 with the loss of 5. That's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Dolphins. Back to pass. He's feeling pressure. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to break one tackle. And he's going to get nice running by McCurdy down inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 10 for McCurdy and bring up 3rd and about 4.
Oh, he's pretty elusive. Good vision.
That was the last play of the first quarter. And at the end of 1, we are tied at 7, but Dolphins down in Raider territory, down to the Raider 9 when we come back in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Back at Gulf Breeze High School, Irishville and Seminole Bob. 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins at the Raider 9 as we start the second quarter here. 7-7 is your game. McCarty's going to, that's an end around. It's going to be a Dolphin touchdown on the end around. Great, nice setup play on a 9-yard run by Hepworth. That was a beautifully run play.
Well designed play.
And at 11:51 of the second quarter, Gulf Breeze jumps back out on top, 13-7.
Gulf Breeze came to play tonight. They got embarrassed last week, but they look pretty good this week.
Lombardo in for the extra point. It is up and it is good. 14-7. Gulf Breeze on top as they score on the first play of the second quarter.
Your score, Gulf Breeze Dolphins 14, Navarre Raiders 7. On the scoring drive, the Dolphins win 76 yards on 8 plays, 3 minutes and 1 second elapsed.
And we're 14-7 Gulf Breeze here. 9 seconds into the second quarter. A big pass play, another big pass play on third down. 48 yards to Hepworth. Set him up in great field position. And Hepworth finished it off with a 9-yard run.
Very impressed by the creativity of Gulf Breeze's offense, off the coaching staff.
Number 3, Jabari Mitchell.
Jabari Mitchell back deep for the Raiders. 3 up backs. Jaden Rivera, Trent Hall, and A.J. Arno right in front of Mitchell at about the 20-yard line. Lombardo with the kick. It's going to be a line drive kick. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Automatic touchback once the ball crosses the goal line here in the state of Florida. A lot of states going to that now.
It'll be first and 10 for the Raiders at their own 20.
Gosh, I tell you what, all day, other than being focused as a great educator that I am, I really worried, I'm kidding, of course, not that I'm not, but I really second guessing myself on the Auburn-Georgia game. I'm going to stay with Auburn. I'm not going to back out.
First and 10 Raiders from their own 20-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera up the middle behind his big offensive line there. The Big Bubbas, as they're affectionately known. He's out over the 20. And he's going to get one out to the 21-yard line. 2nd and 9 for Navarre.
He must be approaching 10 carries in the first half.
8 carries, 34 yards.
Yep.
And a touchdown. 2nd and 9 for Navarre from their 21. Throwing against the wind here. And it's going to be intercepted.
And the pass is intercepted
by number 4, Seth Massey.
The wind knocked that down.
The receiver's got to come back for that one.
We have a flag on the play. I think it was holding against Navarre, so Gulf Breeze will.
Well, let's see what the call is here. Legal man downfield against Navarre. They'll decline it. It'll be 1st and 10 Gulf Breeze.
With the wind blowing, you have paper on the floor or on the grass. You can't tell if that's a penalty flag or not.
First turnover of the contest goes the way of Gulf Breeze on the takeaway. 14-7 Gulf Breeze. 11-12 to go here in the opening half.
Ball is spotted at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 Gulf Breeze. I agree, Bob. A lot of creativity out of the Dolphin offensive coordinator here early on. 14-7 lead for Gulf Breeze here as they start at their own 44-yard line and they blow the play dead.
Timeout called on the field.
Navarre's going to call their first timeout. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back. 11-10 to go in the second quarter. Gulf Breeze 14 and Navarre 7. We'll be right back, folks.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. They're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, and making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
First and 10 for the Dolphins here at their own 44-yard line after Navarre called their first time out of the first half. Trailing 14-7 here. McCurdy in the shotgun. Coughlin to his left, trips to the near side, single to the top of the screen. Got a receiver downfield, and that's going to be over the outstretched arms of the cornerback over there, Trent Hall. It's going to fall incomplete, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think the wind aided that pass a little bit, maybe caused it to go a little long, but I like McCarty's arm.
Ryland McCurdy, the senior for the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. Second and 10 from their own 44-yard line here on the north end of the field. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Coughlin. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, +1. So it'll bring up 3rd and 9. Sebastian Melendez on the tackle there for the Raiders.
Third down has not been kind to the Navarre Raider defense.
2 big plays, 125 yards in 2 plays. A 77-yard touchdown pass and a 48-yard pass to Hepworth. 3rd and 9 for the Dolphins from their own 45. 10:24 on the clock. Trips to the near side, single to the top. 3rd and 9. They're going to send it here to the near side, and he's going to get enough for a first down. Kind of loose coverage here on the near side, and he's going to get 10 yards.
Little wide receiver screen.
Number 9, Hepworth getting it done here early on. That's a 10-yard gain. Another Dolphin first down.
Making the tackle for the Raiders, number 26, Becky Domino.
Becky Domino with the tackle for Navarre. But 1st and 10 at the Raider 44-yard line. A gain of 11. Raiders just on 3rd down are getting hurt. It's going to be Connor Eastwood with the sack back into Raider territory to see where they're going to spot the ball at the 46. So it's going to be a loss of 10 on the sack by Eastwood.
Looked like they were going with some kind of a screenplay there, and Navarre had such good penetration.
Loss of 10 on the play. 2nd down and 20.
2nd and 20 for the Dolphins from their own 46. McCurdy back to pass. They're going to hit the receiver. They're doing this little 8-9 yard passes and getting some yardage after catch. That one is out to Cole Hartley for his first catch of the night. That's going to be back into Raider territory down to the 41. A gain of 13.
On the play, 3rd and 7.
Third and 7 for the Dolphins at the Raider 41 with 8:33 on the clock here in the second quarter. 14-7 Gulf Breeze. McCurdy back to pass. He's feeling pressure from Houston. He's going to try to find his receiver across the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete. He'll bring up 4th down on the incompletion.
The pass was intended for number 11, Cole.
Navarre smelled that out.
4th and 7.
Pressure was. Let's see, they're pretty confident right now.
They're keeping the offense on the field at the 41 of Navarre. He'll bring up 4th and 7. And they're keeping the offense out there on the field. 8:22 on the clock. 4th and 7. And he is going to break a tackle, and he is going to go into the end zone.
Wow.
And we got a flag on the play. I think it's going to be a celebration penalty. But a 41-yard pass to Seth Massey on 4th and 7. I'm not sure if this is going to count.
Illegal man downfield. Could be.
It is a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike coaches and players on the field. So a 41-yard pass play to Massey on 4th down.
Wow.
The big pass play game of Gulf Breeze has put them out 2 scores.
Into attempt the point after. Number 33, Kate Lombardo, holding number 14, Nixon.
Lombardo with the extra point at 8:14.
Number 64, Chip Oakwist, your long snapper.
Massey in with the 6. And Lombardo's kick coming up here. It is up, and it is good. 21-7 Gulf Breeze. 41 yards on the completion on 4th and 7. The corner had him stopped short of the first down, but he broke free of the tackle. A nice play there by Massey to push off the defender and go 41 yards for the score.
Minutes and 14 seconds remaining now in the second quarter. And your score, Gulf Breeze 21, Navarre 7.
And Navarre will get the kickoff here. It'll be a 15-yard penalty against Gulf Breeze on the celebration. Their second penalty of the night for 20 yards. They'll be kicking off from the 25-yard line.
Should be good. They do have the wind at their back here in the quarter, but should give Navarre pretty good field position.
Lombardo with the kick. It's a high end over end kick. It's going to come down at the 18-yard line. Mitchell's going to pick it up. He's got a nice return out over the 40, 45, 50. He's got a blocker. He's in Dolphin territory down to the 34-yard line. He took it at about the 21. And he's going to be tackled at the Gulf Breeze 34-yard line. So 29 and 16 is 45-yard return by Jabari Mitchell.
You kept emphasizing this week about, doesn't matter what the records are, who won last week in a rivalry game. I think Navarre is stunned right now. Hopefully this in a score will get them back in this game.
8:01 on the clock. 21-7 Gulf Breeze over Navarre here with 8:01 to go in the second quarter. And they're going to pull the whole defensive line off sides. I've never seen where they pull. Usually you pull just one or two, but they pulled the whole front.
I don't know how you would encroachment the entire defensive line. Maybe you should get more yardage if you.
We'll bring up 1st and 5 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 30-yard line. Trailing 21-7 here with 7:59 on the clock in the second quarter. Marquis in a quarterback. A quick pass to A.J. Arno. He's going to be close to the first down marker, but he's going to step out just prior to after a 3-yard gain, and now we'll bring up 2nd and 2. First completion of the night to A.J. Arno on the gain of, let's give him actually 4 on that one. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 26-yard line. Johnson on the tackle for Gulf Breeze. 2nd and 1, Navarre at the Dolphin 26. Mitchell goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Jaden Rivera. He's going to get to the outside for a Raider first down. Down inside the 25, down to the 20, let's call it the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 and another Raider first down. And that's his 5th first down carry of the night, Bob.
Mr. Consistent so far.
38 yards on 9 carries for Jaden and a touchdown. 6:52 on the clock. 21-7. Gulf Breeze out on top here in week 2 of the Panhandle football. I'm glad they're back, Bob.
Me too.
It's going to be Marquise on the keeper. He's got a nice gain inside the 20, and he's going to get down to the 17-yard line. They're going to give him, it looks like a gain of 5 for Marquise on the keeper. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders. Raiders enter the red zone for the second time on the night. 2nd and 5 for Navarre. Wide receivers A.J. Arno, number 81 out there as well. Davion Hardy. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders as Mitchell goes in motion. It's going to be Rivera right up the middle with the Raider first down inside the 10. First and goal, Raiders. Down to the 8-yard line.
Pretty big spurt up the middle. Good blocking by the big Bubbas.
It is a Raider first down.
6th first down carry of the night for Rivera. 46 yards on 10 carries.
Like
and we go to the water break.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It gives us a chance to get us a breather. And let's see if we can pull up some other scores going around on in the area. Bob's got the scoreboard up. Got some scores for me, Bob?
I do. It was not Escambia High School in Atmore. It was Escambia Academy, which is a private school in Atmore. They're beating Northview 7-0. FAMU over Jefferson County. How about this at halftime? Florida High 13, Columbia 0.
Wow. That Florida High's got a solid team.
Sneed 17, Bluntstown 14 at halftime.
First points they've given up on the year. First and 10, first and goal for the Raiders from the Gulf Breeze 8. 5:51 on the clock. 21-7 Gulf Breeze out on top. The pass play has done it for Gulf Breeze on this night. It's going to be Marquise on the keeper. He's going to get to outside. Oh, it looked like he was searching for that goal line, but he's going to get down to the 4, a gain of 4. Second and goal from the 4-yard line
just
for
bounced
the Raiders.
Outside. I think that was a predestined. Predestined. It was a set-up play.
Maybe like a quarterback, delayed quarterback sneak.
Or a draw, yeah.
Or
Mosley and Wakuller tied at 14 at halftime.
it's going to be Rivera on the carry. He's going to find the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown, his 4th touchdown on the night, and the Raiders are back on the board, 21-13. So they take the short field again, 35 yards, courtesy of Jabari Mitchell's 45-yard kickoff return, and they find the end zone to cut it to 8.
Sometimes good teams find a way to win. Speaking of winning, and we'll watch this extra point by Preston. Flags and whistles.
Kick is good by Penn, but there was some whistles on the play. The officials are getting together.
Encroachment on the defense.
Offside, so will they take it down on the kickoff? Is that an option?
They have an option of moving it closer to the goal line. I don't think you take points off the board.
Now you keep the points on the board. The extra point is good by Penton. 21-14, Gulf Breeze over Navarre.
Or do you? Or did they call that a dead ball foul?
Are the Raiders going to go for? No, Penton's coming back out.
I guess they called it a dead ball foul.
Gabe Apongan checking in. Gabe graduated this past year at Navarre, 2020 grad. Thanks, Gabe, for checking in on YouTube Live. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-14 is where we stand. Gulf Breeze out on top.
FAMU leading Jefferson County now 2013. Chipley over Freeport 7-0.
Chipley having a decent season so far, Bob.
Third quarter. Jay and Baker, listen to this. 12-7 Baker at halftime.
Wow, the war on I-4 is always a battle. That's one of those rivalry games. Every year it's been dominated by Baker of late, but this year it's a tight ball game at the half.
And Baker did that against Lighthouse Christian Academy, I think, when they played him in the first game of the season. It was a close game. Vernon beating Bozeman 28-7 in the second quarter. Booker T. Washington leading in the second quarter. Escambia 13-0 in the second quarter.
42-14 Niceville over Crestview already.
Yep.
That was a 7 o'clock kickoff. Former Raider Brady Hamill checking in for Tallahassee tonight, graduate of 2016. Thanks, Brady, for checking in. Hope you're enjoying the view here on our new YouTube channel, Irish Bill Sports. Benton first kickoff into the win here in this contest. It's a high end over end kick. It's going to come down at the 20-yard line. It's going to come to the far sideline. He's going to cut back, and he's going to be taken down at the 25. But we're either going to have a face mask or a block in the back.
Or both.
A 40-yard kickoff there into the wind. And we got two flags down here, both here on the near side. It's going to be a block in the back against, actually a hold against Gulf Breeze. It's going to move them back inside the 20, back down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they took advantage of the short field Perhaps now we can get a turnover.
4:47 on the clock here, 21-14. Gulf Breeze over in Navarre here in the first half of the Publix Beach Bowl Cup. Gulf Breeze comes out on offense led by senior quarterback Rylan McCurdy. Having a great night, 5 of 9 so far for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's going to be a handoff to the back. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get 2 out to the 15 before he is tackled there by Grady Kelly and Nate Herring. And that is Malachi Mason on the carry. That's his second carry of the night, minus 3 yards. And it will be 2nd and 8 for the Dolphins from their own 15 with 4:20 on the clock.
You know, when they try running it up the middle, they just have not been successful.
McCurdy back to pass. He's feeling pressure. And it's going to be incomplete and almost a late hit there by Grady Kelly on the quarterback, but it's going to be 3rd and 8.
That was
very close.
Hi, I'm your new neighbor. You try that again, but we do need pressure on the quarterback. We can't give him time. He's got too good of an arm, and he runs very well.
Here's the third. I'm not going to say third and long again. 3rd and 8. McCurdy back to pass. He's going to be tackled before he gets to the first down marker. He's going to be out at the 20. Actually, they're going to tackle him right at the 19. That was to Hepworth. Trent Hall there on the tackle.
Yeah, nice play. Receiver should have gone outside. I think there was room to run, either cutting in on the block or going around it, but he went right at the block.
Back to punt for the first time tonight. After the Dolphins went for it on 4th down previously and scored. Jaden Jones back at his own 48-yard line. Almost a block there by Houston, but it's going to be over the 50. And it's going to take a bounce at the 40 where Jones is going to pick it up. And he's going to return it back to the 43. A minimal gain of 3 back to the Raider 43-yard line.
He's not afraid to take a hit.
He's a pretty solid young man. That's going to be Raiders with 1st and 10 from their own 43 with a chance to tie up this game with 3:21 on the clock here in the second quarter. You can go out to YouTube Live. It's Irish Bill Sports Live, and you can message us all throughout the game. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. 21-14, Gulf Breeze over in Navarre with 3:21 to go. It's going to be handoff to Mitchell. He's going to be cut back across the 50-yard line. Just the nose of the football is sniffing Gulf Breeze territory. A gain of 7 for Mitchell on his first carry of the night.
Boy, he hit that hole fast. Nice.
Two offers this week for Jabari. The latest one being Huntington College, Navarre North.
Yep.
2nd and 3 for the Raiders. It's going to be Rivera on the handoff, but he's going to lose yards back to the 48. A loss of 2. On the jackal there is going to be number 55.
Jason Deal in at quarterback. Let's see if this is an RPO.
Jason, the more pure passer of the two.
Yep.
Miller goes in motion. It's going to be a pass to Arno for a Raider first down inside the 50 and down to the 45-yard line. It's going to be spotted right at the 45, a gain of 7. Arno's second catch of the night.
He's that possession receiver like we had possession receiver like we had last year.
Deal's going to stay in. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 45-yard line with 2:03 on the clock. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera up the middle. He's going to cut back and down inside the 40, down to the 38. A gain of 7 for Rivera and a 2nd and 3 coming up for the Raiders with 1:50 on the clock.
I like the way he runs. He doesn't run straight up. Got a little lean to him. Hits the hole hard. He's not afraid to take hits or give hits.
They're going to give him 8 on that carry. 2nd and a long 2 for the Raiders, just outside the Gulf Breeze 37-yard line. 1:25 on the clock here in the second quarter. 21-14 Gulf Breeze. It's going to be handoff. It's going to be a pass down the middle. And it's going to be a Trent Hall for Raiders. Score!
Wow.
He faked the handoff up the middle, and Trent Hall scores his first touchdown of the night, of the season, from 37 yards out. Jason Deal to Trent Hall for a Raiders score.
Into the wind. The pass was thrown into the wind. On a line. And that's what you want to do as a quarterback. You don't want to throw it up in the air, give it much loft. You almost want to throw it like a baseball. A line drive.
And Hall ties it up at 21-21 with 1:16 to go. The Raiders battle back with 2 straight scores. Nice pass there by Jason Deal into the wind. I'd say it's probably about 10, 15 miles, maybe 15 miles an hour.
Easy.
Coming out of the north. So a little cool wind. And we're all tied up at 21 with 1:16 to go. And the Raiders will get the ball.
To start the second half?
Start the second half. Penton will have his second kick into the wind here in the first half. The Raiders will be going against the wind in the second and fourth quarters.
Was that a Bob Seger song?
Against the wind? Yeah.
Against the wind.
I love Bob Seger.
Oh, man.
Getting back to our day there, aren't we, Bob?
Oh, gosh. They don't make music like in the day. Or maybe they do, and I'm just old.
There's an end over end kick. It's going to come down at the 22. A nice return over the 35 and out to the 39-yard line.
That's not what you wanted to have, giving them fairly good field position. We'll see how the Navarre defense handles this. Will they add a nickel or a dime, extra defensive backs in the game?
19 yards on the return. First and 10 for the Dolphins at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 for the Dolphins with 1:09 to go from their own 39-yard line. Mason Lake coming into the game, the freshman running back. Actually, no, he's a junior. There's a flag on the play.
Delay a game. When you have a back judge, that's his call. No, they called illegal procedure.
Ball start against the Dolphins. Their 5th penalty of the quarter, 6th of the game.
You know, this is pretty huge, that penalty.
Now we're down to 1-0. Actually, nothing should have moved because on a procedure call, the clock should not have moved.
Right.
So it's going to be first and 15. McCurdy back to pass. It's going to, nice coverage out there in the Hartley with the reception. Deuce Ned. What a cornerback name there. Deuce.
What number?
Number 9. That's going to be a 6-yard gain to Hartley.
Deuce. I like that.
Under 1 minute to go here.
Screen.
They got a little wide receiver screen. And he's going to get out to the 46. Another gain of 6. That one's to Hepworth.
Why isn't he number 2 if his first name is Deuce?
Really, Bob? See, folks, who I get a.
Well, it's a pleasure to join you.
Thank you.
On our
Inaugural
Yeah, you know,
YouTube venture.
it is. My lovely wife and I are working together now. We're riding to Walton County, and you know, sit with Bill, go out to dinner with my wife. You know, so I had to stand you up.
Brady watching the game on the big screen over in Tallahassee tonight.
I love it.
Sends us a picture from Tallahassee.
You know, he would make a good color guy too.
31.3 seconds to go in the half. 3rd and 3 for the Dolphins. McCurdy back into shotgun, looking back to pass, and he's feeling pressure. He's going to take off and run, but right there, standing his ground, is number 57, Nate Herring, and that's going to bring up 4th down after a 1-yard gain, and the clock continues to run.
Yep, they blitzed that time. Nate Herring is having a monster night tonight. Lots of tackles.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I got playbacks, 322 playbacks so far in tonight's broadcast. That's the one nice thing with YouTube. We can see who's checking in.
They probably tuned in to hear and see
They
you.
turned in there for Brooke,
Oh, well, that's true.
the camera person.
Well, yeah. She is a little bit more attractive than we are.
It's going to be 4th and let's call it a long 2 for the Dolphins. There's 18.4 seconds on the clock. This is Irish Bill with
Seminole Bob.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
It's going to be 4th and 2. The Dolphins are keeping the offense on the field with 18 seconds to go. We're tied at 21.
Raiders with extra defensive backs in the game.
McCurdy in the shotgun. Mason to his right. Harry comes up on the line of scrimmage, steps back. He's going to hit his receiver. It's going to be intercepted by Jabari Mitchell.
Call timeout. The clock is still rolling. The clock should have stopped.
Mitchell with the interception. The Raiders 3rd on the season on the tip pass.
Wow.
And the Raiders have their first turnover of the game.
46 yards.
First takeaway of the game, I should say.
They should add some more time to the clock. It kept on rolling after the interception.
A good night for Mitchell with the return game, and now his first interception of the season.
I think they were going to try a little hook and ladder on that play. Golf Breeze was.
And the Raiders are going to either run out the clock or try one more play downfield here. They're bringing in Jaden Jones at quarterback. He did play it last year at Pine Forest High School in North Carolina, and he can throw the ball pretty well. Jones back to pass. He gets up in that wind, and Arnold.
Interference!
No flag on the play.
My. Wow.
It's going to fall incomplete.
Wow.
And it's going to be right now the visiting crowd is a lot louder than the home crowd.
We may have more fans here than Golf Breeze. This side, the visitor side.
But that's not uncommon.
No, not at all. But
The Raider faithful travels rather well, and it's only 18 miles down. And we're getting boos on our YouTube as well.
yeah.
That's my good friend Tim Keene checking in.
Oh, Tim. Hello, Tim.
Jane Jones back in to run this one last play of the first half. He's going to keep it. He's still on. Nice little run there from the 45-yard line down to about the Dolphin 42. It's going to be a gain of 13 for Jones, and that's going to end the first half. We're all tied at 13. Actually, we're not tied at 13. We're tied at 21. I was thinking a 13-yard run by Jones, and we're going to go to the half, and we got to play our song at least once. So we're going to get it up there. Keep on talking, Bob.
Up on the roof, not our song. I mean, you're married and I'm married, and you know how that is. But we have a song that we usually play when we're up on the roof, not in a stuffy cubicle.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and get this.
Let me see if I can update some scores.
Here we go.
All right.
Cell phone has just been turned into the press box. If you're looking for one, come to the press box to subscribe it.
This song is by the Drifters, one of our favorite songs.
When this whole world starts getting me down and people are just too much for me to
We're just going to play a little bit, then we're going to come back. We're going to go off to our commercial break. This is Irish Bill and Seminole Bob up on the roof here at Gulf Breeze, and we'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work for you with innovative marketing strategies. Thinking about selling your home? Call Ursula for a free marketing analysis to see if you qualify for one of the incentive programs. Call or text 850-642-5711. Email ursula.householder@floridamoves.com or go to householderhomes.com. Go Raiders! Your fans are all behind you at the field or while you're watching at home.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com. Welcome back to windy Gulf Breeze High School, just off of Highway 98 here in downtown Gulf Breeze. I should say Gulf Breeze proper.
Yeah, Gulf Breeze proper.
We're at the half, 21-21. The Dolphins get out to a 21-7 lead, but the Raiders answer with two scores of their own to tie this game at 21. And we are at the half, tied 21-21. We got some listeners out there. Mia Copeland is watching that home tonight. Thanks, Mia, for checking in. Shout out to her. Used to be one of our neighbor friends for my daughter, Brooke. And great young lady. Great family there, the Copelands. And if you're out there tonight, you can either message us on YouTube, our live message, or you can send us a text. The text number here is 850-549-8387. What about yours, Bob?
Area code 850-499-6043.
That's why he's the best color guy in the world.
I used to have a 900 number, but, you know.
Well, we won't go there.
I do have some scores, though.
Read them off.
Jay trailing Baker in the start of the third quarter, 12-7. Florida High is leading in the third quarter over Columbia, and that's a 3A school against a 7A school.
Hey, we got to need to give another shout out here tonight. Melanie Greenhall McBay just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday, Melanie!
Yeah.
And they're watching from Athens, Alabama, which is about the last town you leave off of 65 when you're going into Tennessee. Athens, Alabama. That's where Coach Greenhall's from.
God's country.
They said, "Hey, Bill, we are watching the game from Athens, Alabama. Let's go Raiders." This is from Melanie Greenhall McBay. Thanks, Melanie.
Absolutely. In another rivalry game, Fort Walton leading Choctaw in the third quarter, 21-14. Here's the surprise. You picked it. I went with the Catholics. West Florida leading Pensacola Catholics 17-0 in the third quarter.
Wow. Well, West Florida played Escambia really well last Saturday afternoon. They were down early, and they came back and cut it 24-20 was the final score. And
short week for them, of course, playing on a Saturday and then turning around and playing on a Friday.
They're young. They recover quickly.
More than you and I would. Vernon leading Bozeman 36-7 at halftime.
What do you mean, Bob? We wouldn't make it through a practice these days.
That's true. Weewaw down. North Bayhaven leading Weewaw 16-6 in the third quarter.
16-6. Wow, that's an upset in the
How
making.
about this? Sneed 17, Bluntstown 14.
Tight ball
Third
game
quarter.
there. Bluntstown looking for their first win on the season.
Another surprise. South Walton leading Marianna at halftime 13-0. Bay leading Arnold 21-10. That's another one of your picks. You picked Bay, I believe, and I picked Arnold. And Wakulla and Mosley. You know, of all the games other than this game,
14-14.
14-14 at halftime.
We knew that was going to be a good. Mosley's got a real solid team. They led by Irish Bill's offensive player of the week. Liam Bird had a great week last week, 19 of 25, 335, and 5 touchdowns for the Dolphins in their win over Bay last week, 48-13. And he's having another good game against the War Eagles of Wakulla. Yeah. One of the best, I think, nicknames in the Panhandle of Florida. Right up there with the Baby Rattlers.
Oh, I like Raiders myself.
Raiders pretty solid.
Yeah.
Actually, everything comes to a second behind the Raiders.
That's correct.
But just got to love some of the nicknames in high school football. And it just kind of flows right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yes, there's a high school in Birmingham. Gosh, I can't think of the name of the school, but their nickname is the Poets.
Or we go to Georgia, the Cairo Syrup Makers.
Is that really?
Yep.
The
Cairo Syrup Makers.
I like that.
We had a young man on the afternoon show, a 100.3. The nice little plug. Our morning show tomorrow from 8 to 11, the Southern Gentleman Sports Show, 100.3 FM, 97.1 out of Pensacola. We are sportsradio.com and also on southerngentlemansports.com.
You guys have a .com?
We have a .com now for our show.
Wow. You guys are impressive. When am I going to get an invitation? I know you have to.
You can call it. You can call in every any chance you can get.
Saturday.
We're a busy show.
Yeah, you guys are. You guys really do a great job.
We have 4 guys in there, plus our producer, Callie Cash. She puts up with us. I don't know how she puts up with the 4 of us. But your halftime stats as we get back here at Gulf Breeze High School.
She gets paid.
What a big first half for Rylan McCurdy, 8 of 14, 206 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did have a late pick, but that doesn't take away from the game that he's had thus far here in the first half. And most of those 4 catches to Hepworth for 69 yards, a big 77-yarder to Michael Sororinsky. I know I'm probably messing that name up.
Michael K.
And the big 77-yarder on their first possession on 3rd and long. The 2 other receptions there for Cole Hartley and 1 to Seth Massey, the big 4th down reception there on the touchdown to put the Dolphins up 21-7.
So if you're head coach Jay Walls, nice comeback. You were down 21-7. Gulf Breeze basically owned the first quarter. You owned the second quarter. What do you say to your team?
Well, we've got to stay away. You know, this is one thing that I've harped on over the last couple of years that we've been broadcasting dinner is stay away from the big play. You got to keep the ball in front of you. You got to keep the player in front of you, and especially on 3rd and long. Give them the short pass, but you got to make sure that you go in there and wrap up because these elusive receivers, as we've noticed so far with Massey, with Hepworth, they're going to break a tackle. Yep. They're going to go a long ways. And so you got to get in there. You got to wrap up. You got to keep them short of the first down marker and get your defense off the field and put your Raider offense back on the field, and so we can see more of that running game.
Gulf Breeze has a little bit of a height advantage with their receivers, and they've used it to their advantage very well. We're still about 5 minutes left in halftime. No bands are performing. I think they're playing from the stands.
I don't think they're allowing the bands to perform at halftime on the field of play. I know they're doing that in college now this year where you're not allowed to perform. You can perform from the stands or on the track, but not from the field itself.
I see.
We're 21-21 here at the half. 4.5 minutes to go here at the intermission. This is Irish Bill with Seminole Bob bringing you all the live action. First game of the season. We'll be back at home for our first home game next week against Choctaw. Choctaw will come to Navarre. It will be senior night as they try to get senior night out of the way early in case something of the dreaded C word that we're not going to say on the air here happens to come back and rear its ugly head. We're going to get senior way. That way we get the seniors get the recognition that they rightly deserve.
That, and I believe also the cheerleaders as well.
And the band.
Yes, the band. The band is Navarre's band is not here.
I noticed that.
They do not travel to away games this year. And
that's understandable.
Yeah, in the COVID era.
I missed the band.
Yeah.
Always enjoy the band. I love the whole pageantry of high school football. The bands, the cheerleaders, the crowd, the cheering, the student sections of both schools. I mean, yeah, they're down a little bit this year, but Navarre's still coming out pretty strong here on the road. Only 18 miles down the road. And it's another great turnout here. And I actually think we have more fans in the stands than the home team does.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of reminds me a couple of years ago. Well, I remember the first time we made the finals in the regional in 2010. We went to Tallahassee and faced Lincoln. We had filled the whole stands at Lincoln. Actually, it's Gene Cox Stadium against Lincoln. What a one heck of a game there. 34-33 triple overtime game. One of the best games I've ever called. Was one of the best high school games I've ever been at, other than I think it was the 2009 Pace at Ponte Vedra Nice game where it went to quadruple overtime, 49-48. We had drove an RV over to Ponte Vedra for the game and drove right back after the game. That was a long day, and yours truly had to drive the RV.
I see, and that was probably because you were headed to a football game the next day.
But then we had the comeback game of 2018 against Crestview.
Right.
And the Raiders down 28-0 at the half, come back and win 41-35 in overtime. courtesy of a Josh Carter interception on Crestview's first possession. Then Dante Wright finished it off on that night. Crestview got the game later on in the season, the one that mattered in the region final. But what a great matchup. And the talent that Navarre has produced over the last, I'd say, 10 to 15 years. The Carters, the Wrights, Jeff Van Camp from back in 2005, 2006, Billy Mitchell from the 2006 team that went on and played 4 years at Marshall. From that 2010 team, there's a lot of players that you can talk about. That Ian Lockwood, the year Ian passed away, January 28, 2011. The way that the team that bonded around one of their team members that season, it ended in a regional final. But what a banner year that was for the Raiders and the Raider faithful. And ever since then, the 2012 team that made it to their first ever state semifinal, Nick Benton running the opening kickoff 85 yards in the region final against Columbia. They held on to beat Columbia, ended up getting beat by Gainesville. Then the 2016 team that goes down to St. Augustine, knocks off St. Augustine in the region final, comes back home only to lose to Lake Gibson. There are so many players. Michael Carter, Josh Carter, Dwayne Carter, Jay Warren. I'm not even going to go on and we got the younger teams in there from early 2000s. You have John Simmons, the offensive lineman, that went and played 4 years at Delta State, all conference at Delta State. Now a certified strength coordinator up in Arkansas coaching. There's just so many players that we could talk about that have put in their little bit of the puzzle of what's called Raider history.
And they're getting certainly a great reputation, and coaches are taking note of the great talent that we have in Northwest Florida.
Getting a nice picture here from Michael Householder, wearing his Raider mask, watching the game tonight. He is the husband of Ursula Householder, who's one of our sponsors.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Weren't they in like Europe or in France or Spain, and they listened to the game one time, or they checked it, they texted you?
Oh, Cairo syrup makers. Pardon me.
Cairo. What did you say?
I said Cairo.
Oh, yeah. You say potato.
But either way, they're the syrup makers, and that's what's I.
Yeah, it's.
So I got myself into a little sticky situation.
Oh. It's like the time, you know what a cast iron skillet is, right?
I do.
I made a mistake.
My grandma used to make the best American potatoes, fry them up in a skillet after it's been sitting there for a couple of days. This is the best American fries. Just cut up the potatoes, and I mean, in the skillet, nothing like having the good old fried potatoes.
Well, I married a Pensacola girl, Southern Belle, and I made the mistake of trying to put it in the dishwasher. And you never put one of those cast iron skillets in the dishwasher.
And Tim goes, how can you forget Dusty Jones? We got Dusty Jones out there as well. Marquise Hagwood, the Leggett brothers, Jordan and Tommy. Jordan now a free agent in the NFL. Tommy in his senior year at Texas Tech. I mean, we got players all over the country. We got six players playing at Huntington right now. I can go on and on about the amount of players and what they have done for this Raider program over the years and taking it to the next level. Dante Wright at Colorado State. His younger brother Devin not knowing where he's going to go, only a junior. You got Grady Kelly that's committed to Colorado State. You got young players like Jabari Mitchell getting offers now. Linemen like Elijah Melendez and Jeremiah Chavez Moon. The Raiders have built a history here. Only 21 years old. This is their 22nd season.
Right.
And I look for bigger things to come out of this Raider program. And Jay Walls has been the leader of the pack this is his 9th season, 77-21 overall. Next Friday night will be his 100th game at Navarre.
On senior night.
Your Raider stats, they had 3 different quarterbacks throw passes in that first quarter. They threw for a combined 59 yards, 97 on the ground, 56 of those by Jaden Rivera and 2 scores. 21 for Zach Marquise on 5 carries, a handful of carries. 13 for Jaden Jones and 7 for Jabari Mitchell. Your receptions, a 37-yard haul in by Trent Hall for the Raider touchdown to tie the game up. 2 catches for A.J. Arnold for 11. 1 catch for Jaden Rivera for 11 yards. So Raiders with 156 yards and 8 first downs in the first half. Gulf Breeze with 206 through the air, 27 on the ground for 233. And we're getting ready to start the second half as it has reached zeros on the clock here at the stadium at Gulf Breeze High.
Yeah, I was just checking on Jordan to see he's still a free agent. But, you know, with all the injuries in the NFL, it's crazy. Perhaps he'll get a shot.
So the Dolphins will be kicking off against the wind to start the third quarter. The Raiders will have possession. Jabari Mitchell with a big return on the last series to set up that final Raider touchdown there in the second quarter. A 45-yard return. And now he's going to be deep at the Raider 10. The line up in front of him, Rivera, Hall, and Arno across the 25-yard line. Lombardo getting ready to do the pooch kick.
They better jump
on it. It's going to go out of bounds. It goes out of bounds first, so the Raiders will get the ball. They're gaining about 1.5 yards out to the 35.
I think you get a choice of where it went out of bounds or the 35. I think special teams going to have to talk to the Raiders,
especially with that wind. You got to realize that he's kicking into it's kind of dulled down a little bit, but it's still about a 10-mile-an-hour wind there.
Yeah, flag's going pretty good. Or teach him to call a fair catch.
As we're into the third quarter here, nothing off the clock as the kick went out of bounds. The Raiders will have 1st and 10. There is no flag as they pick it up. So it'll be 1st and 10, Navarre from the 33. Let's see who we got coming out at quarterback out there. Jason Deal looks like is out there, number 1. Jaden Rivera to his left. 21-21 as we're getting ready to start the second half here on IrishBillSports.com. Mitchell goes in motion. He's going to get the handoff. He's got a nice gain over the 40. Still on his feet out to about the 45-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 11 for Mitchell and a Raider first down.
Yeah, Gulf Breeze got away with perhaps a late hit after Mitchell was on the ground. Nice jet sweep over to the Raiders sideline. Good blocking on the corner.
Gain of 11 for Mitchell. 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 44. Just underway here in the second half. We're tied at 21. That's Jack Marquise back in there at quarterback. Rivera to his left. Miller goes in motion. It's going to be a quick hitter to Trent Hall. He's going to have to break all the way back.
Oh,
and that's going to be a penalty against Navarre. You cannot do that is a blindside block, and you just can't do it. All he needed to do was just stand there. But it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Navarre.
He led with the helmet, do you think? Is that what you think?
He didn't really didn't need to do that because
right.
that Hall had already turned the corner. And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Navarre to start the second quarter here with 11:14 to go.
He did call it.
Hopefully the young man's going to be okay. He's still down on the field there.
May have we hope that it was just got the wind knocked out of him.
21-21. But they're going to move this ball back inside the 30-yard line, back to the 28. A 15-yard penalty against Navarre, only their second of the night. Actually, that's their third of the night. They had 2 in the first half.
That was
Michael Sarorinsky playing both ways tonight.
Yep.
That's going to move the ball way back inside the Raider 30, down to the 28. And it will be first, and they need to get out to the Gulf Breeze 45-yard line. So they're going to call first and 25. That's one thing with the safety of the game. They're going to call that every single time, Bob. First and 25 for the Raiders from their own 28. Mitchell goes in motion. It's going to be a keeper up the middle, and he's going to get some good yards back out to the 34-yard line. That is Marquise on the keeper. He's going to pick up Sickle, bring up 2nd and 19.
Big Bubba's really getting downfield, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, knocking.
You got number 60. You got number 85, the tight end out there, Chase Richardson. We'll go over the rest of the Big Bubbas there. 2nd and 19 for the Raiders from their own 34. Marquise back to pass. He's got Miller across the middle. Miller's going to have a Raider first down. His first catch of the season, down inside the 45, down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 24 to Isaiah Miller, his first catch of the season, the tight end for Navarre.
Good vision by Deal. Just found a crease in the zone. Nice play also by the young man catching the ball to find the open area.
That was actually Marquise. I got to watch the numbers because the 1 and the 4 look, they're really tight.
Well, yeah, especially when they pull the jerseys up tight.
So that's going to be a 24-yard pass play from Marquise to Isaiah Miller. Raider first down number 10 on the night. Mitchell's going to go in motion from left and right. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera back inside. He's going to cut inside the 40 and get down to the Dolphin, actually right at the 40-yard line.
Sarinsky back in the game. Good to see that.
Most definitely. It's going to be a 2-yard gain for Rivera. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Navarre at the Gulf Breeze 40. 9:18 on the clock here in the third quarter. 21-21 is your game. Navarre and Gulf Breeze. 2nd and 8 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 40. It's going to be a quick hit to Trent Hall. He's going to get a nice block from his fellow receiver down there, Mitchell. He's going to be down close to the first down marker. Let's see where they spot the ball, Bob. He's got to be pretty close.
I think
they're going to move the chains.
Yep.
It's going to be a gain of 9 to Trent Hall and another Raider first down.
You know who we may not see next week is one of the best bands in Northwest Florida besides
Choctaw. You got that right.
Boy, they're just something special.
1st and 10 at the Gulf Breeze 31-yard line. A gain of 9 on the pass play to Trent Hall. He's got a receiver downfield, just off the hands, the fingertips of Trent Hall. The junior wide receiver just couldn't haul it in if it goes off his left hand and falls softly to the turf.
A flag on the play. Looks like holding against Navarre, offensive holding.
So it wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a holding penalty against Navarre. So that will move him back out to the 40.
The student section of Navarre is kind of thinned out.
Not a hold, but a legal man downfield.
Somebody
5-yard penalty.
Somebody was covered up.
Navarre's 4th penalty of the night. 1st and 15. It's going to be Mitchell on the jet sweep. A nice tackle on the inside by Sawarinsky.
You know, I like Navarre's philosophy. run. Usually you see 1 or 2 jet sweeps a game. Navarre's not afraid to run it. It's like, here it is, come get me.
Second and 13 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze. Let's call it the 33-yard line. 21-21 with 7:48 to go. Here in the third quarter, we're all tied at 21. Miller goes in motion from left to right. Marquise back to pass. And he overthrows his intended receiver, Jabari Mitchell. It's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
They've gone to the wide receiver screen on 3rd down.
Mitchell hobbling a little bit as he comes to the Raiders sideline.
May have landed funny.
3rd and 13 for Navarre. Well, we're on 4-down territory right here.
Yeah, we got Penton and we got the wind, so you never know.
3rd and 13 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 33-yard line. Miller goes in motion from right to left. Marquise is getting pressure. He's got a receiver wide open at the 20. And that's going to be Hall with the catch for a Raider first down. Down inside the 20.
Nice crisp route run by Hall. Single coverage. Good hands.
They're going to spot the ball. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball at. They're going to spot the ball at the, looks like the 16-yard line, a gain of 18. 1st and 10, Navarre. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be Marquise on the keeper. He's getting close down to the 10-yard line before he's hauled down by a couple of Dolphin defenders. Down inside the 10, down to the 9. A gain of 7 for Marquise.
Looked like a busted play, Bill. Marquise made the most of it. Didn't panic. Got good positive yardage.
Gain of 8 for Marquise. 2nd and 2 for the Raiders. And we're going to have offsides. We have encroachment against the Dolphins, and that's going to give the Raiders an automatic first down.
Yep, half the distance.
That'll be half the distance, so it'll be moved down to the 4. The Raiders 1st and goal from the 4.
Mm-hmm. Nice hard count by Marquise.
Raiders looking for their first lead of the night here in Gulf Breeze. Marquise in the backfield. At quarterback to his left, Jaden Rivera. Twins to the far side, single to the near side. It's going to be Mitchell on the carry. He's going to sneak and dive his way close to the end zone for his 3rd score of the night. And the Raiders' first lead as they get on the board. A 4-yard run by Jaden Rivera, his 5th touchdown on the season with 6:38 to go here in the 3rd.
Well, maybe not.
One official. There's a flag.
Yep. Face mask defense. Yeah.
Against the defense. So Raiders score with 6:38 on the clock here in the 3rd. Puts the Raiders up 27-21. 3rd touchdown run of the night for Rivera.
And the Raiders took the second half kickoff. And so Gulf Breeze never had possession. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Eat some clock out.
So a 5-minute, 22-second drive.
Mm-hmm.
And backed up to their own 28 on the penalty. So
right.
Penn's kick is up, and it's solid, and it's through. Navarre 28, Gulf Breeze 21 here with 6:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is Irish Bill with 7-0 Bob, bringing you all of Navarre football here this year on IrishBillSport.com. And you can follow us on Wednesday night as we do our high school football show from Culver's at downtown Navarre. Owners Randy and Honey Smith opened up their 3rd location this past Monday over in Fort Walton Beach off of Beale, just across from McDonald's there in the Tom Thumb on the adjacent corner. Their 3rd location, I went by there on Monday night, and the cars were down the street. And a great location there, and I wish them all the best. One of our sponsors here on IrishBillSports.com.
They had indoor seating yet?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah.
Running clock over in Niceville once again. Thanks,
Nice.
Pac-12 Dave.
Niceville goes 3-0 against their Okaloosa County opponents, chalked on Niceville and Fort Walton.
Yep. So they go 3-0 in Okaloosa County. They won't play Freeport. They won't play
Baker,
and they won't play Rocky Bayou.
Correct.
It's an over end kick. It's going to come to rest at the 4-yard line where it's returnable. There's a block in the back. Nothing called, but it's going to. The young man's going to get it back out across the 20 to the 21. Mason with the return of 17 out to the 21-yard line. 56 yards on the kickoff for Preston Penton.
Well, I said when Navarre was down, will they panic? Now the shoe's on the other foot. How will Gulf Breeze approach this?
Going into the wind. Going against the wind here in the third quarter.
Someone ought to make a song about that.
I think they have, Bob.
Oh, okay. Bob Seeger.
Bob Seeger and the Silver Bullet Band.
Yeah.
There's a handoff to Mason, I believe. He's going to get out near the 25, over the 25, out to the Mason with a carry, out to the 25. A gain of 4 for Mason on his third carry. 3 carries for 1 yard for Malachi Mason.
Yeah, and I was about to say that they haven't got too much yardage on the ground with their running backs. What they have is when the quarterback.
The deep ball.
Yeah, well, throws a deep ball and when the quarterback scrambles.
It's going to give him 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And he tries to find a Hepworth here on the near sideline, but it goes over just his outstretched hands, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. Actually, 3rd and 7.
Maybe should have put a little air under that. Kind of was a line drive.
The receiver was open here on the near sideline.
Yep.
Good coverage over here by number 22 into the ball game for the first time. That's Derek Percival. And make a domino over here playing the safety. Jaden Jones says I got the middle of the field, guys.
I got this.
3rd and 7 for the Dolphins. McCurdy's feeling low pressure. He's got a receiver downfield. And it's going to be off. No, it's off his back. That was off his back. That was not an interference call. The ball was...
Well, the defensive back did not turn around, and that probably...
But the ball went off of his back.
Oh, I see. The side judge on the side did not throw that. The back judge did about 30 yards downfield.
And that... It is what it is, I guess.
Well, if you have a DVO, can't you look at it on those fancy TVs? Can't you replay? And I haven't figured.
That was pretty good coverage over there.
Yeah, it was. Water break.
That's going to give the Dolphins a first down via the penalty. Their first down here in the second half. This is their first possession of the second half, trailing 28-21. Folks, if you haven't listened to me, I call it like it is sometimes. Some people like it, some people don't. So I'm sorry if I don't mean to offend anybody, but I just call them like I see them, Bob.
Well, if anybody from Gulf Breeze is listening, they would be offended. But I don't know if anybody from Gulf Breeze is listening. We hope they are, but we've got some loyal Raider viewers, and we appreciate you.
Octavian Morier and Brady Hamill watching from Tallahassee.
All right.
Michael Householder sporting his Raider spirit with his Raider mask.
It looks good.
1st and 10, Dolphins from their own 40s, 5:45 on the clock. 28-21 Navarre here in the third quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Mason. Not much there.
Fumble.
He's going to get out over the 40-yard line, out to the 42, a gain of 2 before he is met right at the line of scrimmage by number 5, Devin Wright, and number 57, Nate Herring. Mason with the 2-yard carry, 2nd and 8 for the Dolphins from their 42. 5:22 on the clock and counting here in the third. 2nd and 8, Gulf Breeze. McCurdy back to pass. He's got a receiver out here on the near side. It's going to be close to a first down. It's going to be about 2 yards short on the catch over there by Hepworth, his 5th on the night. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 2. Becky Domino on the tackle here. The ball is going to be at the Dolphin 48-yard line. 3rd and a long 2. 4:48 on the clock here in the 3rd. 28-21 Navarre.
It looked like perhaps he got the first down. Maybe a bad spot for Gulf Breeze.
McCurdy in the shotgun. Trips to the far side. Single to the near. 3rd and 2. It's going to be McCurdy. He's going to be shy of the first down, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins go for it on 4th and a half a yard.
Yep, it was a bad snap on the play.
They give him 1 yard, so it's 4th and 1 for the Dolphins. Let's see if they're going to go here or if they're going to field possession game.
Wow.
Now, Raiders, one thing you don't do is you stay away from that ball.
Well, you play punt safe.
No, I mean on the line. No movement on the line.
Right.
They only need 1 yard.
Right. Or encroachment. Or a fake here.
No fake.
Punt safe.
And that's going to be off his side of his foot. And it's going to be just into Raiders territory. And he's still moving up towards the 50. It's at the 48 where the Raiders will take over. Technically it's a 3-yard punt.
Yeah, into the wind, but it was a shank. You had told me before the season that your son, after he left Miles, was working with Preston Penton.
He was working with Preston, and they have a freshman kicker as well, Hayden Penton. So he was working with both of them.
Are they soccer players too?
I'm not sure. It's the first time that Hayden has ever kicked. So the Raiders will take over from their own 48. 1st and 10 with 3:04 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know if they're going to put more time on the clock.
That's what the official is waiting for. The white hat is waiting for it. 3:20 on the clock. They put 16 seconds back on the clock. Thanks, everybody, for checking in tonight here on IrishBillSports.com and our new YouTube channel, Irish Bill Sports Live. 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their 48. Rivera up the middle. He's got a nice gain. And he puts the ball on the ground. But it looks like the Raiders will recover.
Wow. 66 on the recovery.
So he gains a couple more yards on the fumble. So it's going to be a carry down to the 43, 42, 43-yard line of Gulf Breeze. It's going to be a gain of 9 for Rivera.
Feliciano.
On the recovery. Thanks for the Big Bubba to be there on top of the ball. And the Raiders maintain possession. Jawari Mitchell goes in motion. And I think Hall ran the wrong route there.
Yep.
And
he did more of a down and in toward the middle of the field, and I think Deal was looking for him to do a fly pattern.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and a short 1 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 43-yard line. You got Mitchell and Hall to the near side. A.J. Arno on the far side, all by his lonesome. 3rd and 1 for Navarre as Mitchell goes in motion from left to right. It's a handoff to TJ Peltier with the first down carry, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to get down to the Gulf Breeze 40-yard line. A gain of 3 for TJ and a Raider first down.
That was a big play there, and the confidence in your backup running backs.
Peltier staying in there for an encore appearance. 1st and 10 Navarre from the Gulf Breeze 40. It's going to be Dio on the keeper. He's got a lot of room out to his left. Still on his feet inside the 30, 25, 20. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Actually, they're spotted at the 19, but there is a flag down at the 40.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Navarre. Wonder what that was about.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but they are calling it back. That's going to negate the big run by Jason Deal.
I don't know if he's said a wordy dirt or.
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah.
The officials down on the field, he's a lot closer than we are.
Yeah. You know, the officials have to understand also that this is a rivalry game.
Unsportsmanlike. But they're going to give him the first down. Okay. So he got down to the 19, so the 15-yard brings it back to the 34. So it is going to be a 21-yard gain for Deal, but then back off 15 on the unsportsmanlike. First down Raiders.
Was that a dead
First
ball
and
foul?
10 at the 32 of Gulf Breeze. Deal back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open if he can get underneath it, but it's just a little too far for Peltier.
Maybe a hold on the receiver.
There's a flag down on the play
Legal procedure.
against Navarre.
Or would that be a dead ball foul? Are they going to call it? He should have killed it.
It'd be a false start against the Raiders.
That's what you had when you had all those nails in your tire.
It was kind of weird because I'd never seen this light flash on my car in my car before, and next thing I know, then it stops. It looks like those little gremlins that you used to mop the floors with.
Yeah.
Remember that commercial? I can't remember the name of the commercial, but that little thing that would go around.
Scrubbing bubbles?
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of what it looks like, the little on my dashboard. So it's going to be first and 15 for the Raiders back at the Dolphin 39. 1:41 on the clock, 28-21 Navarre. It's going to be a handoff to Peltier.
Oh.
And he takes a big stick right there from John Irving. But not before he gets down to the 36. A gain of 3 for Peltier.
I see a lot of the.
That's actually Charlie Holder on the tackle. That was a big hit.
I see a lot of the little Raiders wearing their jerseys. So apparently tomorrow they've got some football. Youth tackle football. Future
Second
Raiders.
and 12, 1:10 on the clock. Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 36. It's going to be a handoff to Mitchell. He's got a nice gain inside the 30. A nice tackle there by number 1, Michael Sarinsky. Sarinsky, I'm making it harder than what it is.
Sarinsky, you're from the Midwest.
That's going to be they're going to place the ball at the 27. There is a Raider down.
That's number 3. Looks like a cramp.
But it's going to be a 7-yard gain for Mitchell on the carry. And it'll bring up third and a long 5. 4 carries on the night for Mitchell for 27 yards. The Raiders up 28-21. Third and 5 for the Raiders when we come back out to play here. 51.6 on the clock here in the third quarter. You're watching live on IrishBillSports.com on our new YouTube channel.
YouTube. You know, he hobbled off in the first half, I believe, or was it the second half when he missed a pass, number 3.
Dustin Oliveira checking in. Thanks, Dustin. Jason Ferber checking in as well. Thanks, everyone, for checking in and watching tonight's game. We're just glad to be here, Bob.
I'm
Russ,
glad to be
Russ
here.
Stratton, darn glad to be here.
Russ Chairman, darn glad to be here.
Yeah.
Darn glad to meet you.
Clock starts running as the players come back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 5 for the Raiders. 40 ticks on the clock here in the third quarter. 28-21. Navarre on top. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera up the middle. He's got a Raider first down and more inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line.
Boy, he's electric. Reminds me a little running of the Carters.
11-yard run and a Raider first down.
Dante.
And that's like his 7th or 8th first down carry.
How many carries does he have tonight?
He's up to 16. He's got 78 yards and 3 scores.
And he had 24 carries last week.
24
against
carries. He will be your workhorse for the Raiders this year. It's going to be a handoff to Hull on the jet sweep. As one he should have turned.
He lost the ball.
He lost the ball as well.
Had it taken away from him. I think Golf Breeze has got it. Nope.
No, second down.
Wow.
Hull needed to cut that one back in.
Whew. Yes, he did.
Sometimes you just got to.
Just got to be lucky.
Yeah. That's what the word I was looking for.
Lucky, then good. You got a Golf Breeze player down. Nope. He's mad
back
that
up.
He didn't get it. 52.
I do not have a 52 on my roster, which is not unusual for this early in this season. So with the new 6-quarter rule,
right,
you can play Thursday night. If you play 4 quarters, you still have 2 quarters of eligibility to play on Friday night. I think it's a great rule.
I do too. I did not get Thursday, just so doggone busy and getting in late. How did the Baby Raiders do this week?
I know the JV
week?
won last night.
Yeah.
I think they won 19-6 last night against 19-6 or 19-7 against the Dolphins down in Navarre. I did not get the final score of the freshman game.
Okay.
If there was a freshman game.
Correct.
Because I know on the schedule, I think they're originally slated to play up at Crestview on Monday night. The schedules with the JV and the freshmen this year is just they're only going to get about 6 games this year, and so I think the 6-quarter rule is going to help some of these younger players as they make that transition from the JV up to the varsity.
I agree.
It's going to spot the ball at the 24-yard line.
I have a question for you. Do teenagers ever wear jackets? Mine did.
I did too, but then it was a lot colder in Indiana than it was in
true.
North Florida here at this time of year.
I told you my dad was from Tell City, Indiana. I think I did.
Tell City? I know where Tell City's at.
Yeah, and Elkhart. We have family in Elkhart.
We have family, and my wife has family in Elkhart. Mitchell goes in motion. Deals.
It's there, or did he intercept it?
Intercepted in the end zone, I think.
Had 2 receivers running the same route.
Massey with his 2nd interception on the night, I believe.
Yep. That was huge.
As we start the 4th quarter here, a big play for the Dolphins to thwart another Raider drive.
Thwarted. Tweety Bird?
That's what I twa.
Oh, man, we have fun.
Yeah, we do. 1st and 10 Dolphins from their own 20. 11:50 on the clock here in the 4th. 28-21 Navarre. McCurdy back in at quarterback for the Dolphins. 1st and 10. He's going to look to pass. He's going to get a pass out here to number 11. That would be Cole Hartley out to the 24-yard line, a gain of 4. Bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, they may go to the well too many times on those flanker screens, and a Navarre corner is going to come up and snatch it.
Percival over here at the right corner for Navarre. Deuce Ned over on the far side. It's going to be a pitch to Mason. Malachi Mason, not much room there. He's going to gain probably 1 yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Dolphins. It's Grady Kelly on the tackle. It's going to be about a gain of about a half a yard. 10:55 on the clock. 3rd and 5 for the Dolphins from their own 24-yard line. They trailing 28-21 here on this windy night here in Gulf Breeze.
49, huh?
It's going to be 49 tonight. I like it.
My dog's not going to want to go out.
3rd and 5. McCurdy back to pass. He's going to be forced out of the pocket, and the Raiders are going to get him for a loss back to the 20, and that's going to be a sack by number 31, Sebastian Melendez with a sack.
That was huge.
And he's going to lose yards back to the 21. It's going to be a loss of 3. 4th and 9. That will send the punt team back out. Dixon Peak, the punter for Gulf Breeze.
Punt safe here.
Jaden Jones standing at his own 41-yard line, awaiting the punt from Peak. Easy for
3 times.
There's a bad snap. He's going to run, and the Raiders are going to get great position at the Gulf Breeze 15-yard line. A bad snap to the punter, and he had nothing. He couldn't get that ball off, and he had to do his best Johnny Hecker impression. And but
he stays on the field all the time. That's Michael Sarinsky.
That was their punter is number 14,
14.
Dixon Peak.
Okay. Well, Navarre's taking advantage of
the turnover on downs here.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Gulf Breeze 15. Looking to go up 2 scores. It's going to be Peltier on the carry. He's inside the 10. He's going to get inside the 5, all the way down to the 3-yard line on the first down carry of 12 yards by Peltier.
Yeah, he tiptoed the sidelines, tight-roped it.
And a Raider 1st and goal. The Tavish is checking in. Thanks, guys. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far on IrishBillsSports.com and our new YouTube channel, Irish Bills Sports Live. It's going to be Peltier on the carry, and in for the score. His first touchdown on the season for the senior, TJ Peltier. Raiders up 34-21 with 9:21 on the clock here in the 4th quarter.
He's a happy young man. And, that shows a lot about Jay Walls putting in. You said that was his first carry of the season tonight, right? His
first carries.
First touchdown.
3-yard scamper. Kick is up by Penton, and it is good. The Raiders 35 and Gulf Breeze 21. Raiders have now ran off 28 straight points.
Your score, Navarre Raiders 35, Gulf Breeze Dolphins 21.
The short field the Raiders have been taking advantage of tonight, Bob.
Oh, they are. They absolutely are, and you've got to do that. Gulf Breeze came up fired up. I'm not going to say Navarre took them lightly, but as they started out, didn't seem like the same Navarre team. But they certainly have answered the bell.
Well,
so far.
And you got to think that Raider defense too. They really stepped up here in the second half.
They have.
And they has limited Gulf Breeze to just 10 yards passing here in the second half.
So the adjustments, as you mentioned, probably happened as you surmised.
I feel sorry for the young man, the punter there. Not much you can do with a bad snap.
No.
And that's all he could do was just to get a few yards. Penton kicking off into the wind with 9:21 to go. Navarre out on top, 35-21. It's a high end over end short kick. Is going to come down at the 23-yard line. The host of Raiders going to meet him right there at the 23, but he escapes a couple tackles and gets out to the 30. A return of 7 yards on the 37-yard kickoff.
Our playbacks are up to almost 500, Bill.
Nice. DJ Peltier, a special teams tackle right there as well.
7 yards on the return. 36-yard kick, 1st and 10. Dolphins at the 31.
They'll get to start at the 31-yard line with 9:15 on the clock. Navarre 35, Gulf Breeze 21 here on IrishBillsSports.com. Navarre looking to go 2-0, but there's still plenty of game left. McCurdy with the long ball, and he overthrows his receiver, and great coverage out there by Deuce Ned.
It's like holding against Golf Breeze. Interesting. Now, I was thinking maybe they would decline this and take the down. They're going to take the yardage.
Deuce Ned on the great coverage over there on the far side.
I guess they have
Accepted
Peltier.
the penalty.
Peltier's got the gold boxing gloves on. I don't know what that stands for, but good for him.
It's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Dolphins from their own 21. McCurdy in the shotgun. Twins to the near side, single to the top of the screen. And what a catch over there by number 4, Seth Massey. But there is another penalty back at the 36. Legal man downfield is going to negate that great catch by Seth Massey.
Have some updated scores. Vernon leading Bozeman 42-7 in the fourth quarter. Tate leading Pensacola High 13-6 in the fourth quarter. Mosley leading Wakulla 21-14 in the fourth quarter. Scambia Academy, the Cougars leading Northview 27-22. And Milton leading Pace in the fourth quarter 21-0.
Wow. Milton's got a team this year. Senior quarterback over there, Tyler Buchanan, having a great year thus far. It's going to be a handoff right up the gut. And we got a little child's play here on the near sideline. Nothing there. Malachi Mason with the carry back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 25 for the Dolphins from their own 16-yard line, trailing 35-21. McCurdy out here. His receiver.
No whistle. The ball's on the ground. They're going to call out a catch and a fumble. Oh, that looked like an incomplete pass.
It did look like an incomplete pass, but what are the officials going to do? It's going to be an incomplete pass. Good call. Good call. That's the right call. Did not have control of the ball long enough.
No, did not. Fort Walton hangs on and beats Choctaw in the 50th renewal of their rivalry, 35-28.
Nice game over there.
Bay defeats Arnold 29-24. Weewalt comes back and beats North Haven 26.
3rd and 25 for the Dolphins. They're going to feel pressure. He's going to escape a little bit of damage, and he's going to get it back over to the 15, out to the 16 for a gain of 1. And they'll bring up 4th and 24 for the Dolphins. Connor Eastwood on the tackle.
Chipley defeats Freeport 14-0.
Chipley goes to 3-1 on the season.
South Walton, a little surprise, defeats Mariana 27-7.
Wow. I think you took South Walton, didn't you?
I did.
I did not.
No, I took Mariana. We both took
we
Mariana.
both took Mariana?
Yep.
Peak back standing inside his own 5-yard line. Hopefully he gets a better stat. That he does. A much better punt this time. Jane Jones going to get down on it at the 30. Another song, Get Down on It.
Yeah.
Well, that's about all you're going to see out of me and my music.
Disco and Bill and Bob don't mix.
There's a flag at the 34-yard line. Seeming to come out a little bit more often here in the second half.
Sure did.
-2 on the return. There's a flag against Navarre. A hold.
West Florida's putting it on Catholic 31-0 in the third quarter. Baker hangs on and defeats Jay 18-13. At Jay. And Madison County, where there's plenty of bridges, they defeat Bradford 14-0. Bluntstown rallies and beats Sneeds in a huge surprise, 2017.
Nice. Way to go, Coach Bo Johnson. First win on the season. They're going to move the ball all the way back to the 17-yard line. First and 10 Navarre with 7:16 on the clock here in the fourth, up 35-21.
Expect to keep it on the ground here.
We got Jabari Mitchell on the jet sweep. He breaks one tackle before about the rest of the Dolphin defense merges on him. Or they use the term that we use here locally, they all barged in.
They're all barged. St. John Paul II did play. They beat Rocky Bayou 67-0.
Second and 5 for the Raiders. 5-yard to carry there by Mitchell. Jason Deal in at quarterback for the Raiders. Rivera's going to switch from the right to the left of Deal. As Mitchell goes back in motion, it's going to be Rivera on the handoff. He's got a big gain, a first down gain out over the 30, out to the 33-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a gain of 12 for Rivera. And that puts him right at 90 yards on 17 carries. Gain of, where they're going to spot the ball at the 33. Give him a, it's going to spot the ball right at the 33, so that would be 11-yard gain instead of 12. Still a Raider first down nonetheless.
Rickards upsets Lincoln 14-7.
Wow. Holding Lincoln to 7 points. That's a feat in itself.
North Florida Christian thumps McClay 41-0.
First and 10 for the Raiders. 6:20 on the clock. We're at the last water break in this contest. Navarre out on top 35-21. Principal Brian Nowak down on the sideline about the extended sideline now for the players because of COVID.
Right.
So he's standing down about the 10.
He has a smile on his face, but he certainly didn't have a smile on his face in the first half when it was tough going.
6:15 on the clock. It's going to be first and 10 for the Raiders from their own 33-yard line. Clock running down to 6 minutes here in the fourth. It's going to be handoff to Rivera to the outside. He's got some room. He's going to get out near the 40.
That should have been a flag, a horse
out to the
collar.
41, a gain of 7.
Because not only are you not allowed to horse collar, you can't grab the back of the shirt anymore. That's a new national rule. No flag there.
They're going to give him 8 on the play, so he's up to 97 yards on 18 carries and 3 touchdowns. Second and a long 2 for the Raiders.
He's got good vision. He bounced outside, picked up the extra yardage.
The Raiders just running all the play clock as they can as the clock winding down here in the fourth. Second and 2. Rivera on the carry, and he's going to be close to a Raider first down. I'm not sure if they're going to give him enough yard to gain. It's going to be close to the Raiders. We could have a measurement coming up here. Raider timeout by the officials. And let's take a quick timeout along with them and get one of our commercial breaks in here.
Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work for you with innovative marketing strategies. Thinking about selling your home? Call Ursula for a free marketing analysis to see if you qualify for one of the incentive programs. Call or text 850-642-5711. Email ursula.householder@floridamoves.com or go to householderhomes.com. Go Raiders! Your fans are all behind you at the field or while you're watching at home.
The Raiders about 18 inches short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 18 inches. Navarre comes to the line of scrimmage, 5:03 on the clock, up 35-21. 2-yard gain there. Actually, we'll give him one since he was a little short. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to Rivera once again. Jason Deal at quarterback for the Raiders here most of the second half. Rivera switches over to the right side from the left. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera. He's going to get enough for a Raider first down out over the 45. Give him 2 more yards on the carry. That puts him right at an even 100 yards on the night. His second consecutive 100-yard game. 245 yards on the season and 5 touchdowns.
Not bad.
20 carries on the night, 24 last week.
He's a senior.
He is a senior.
Getting any looks?
I have not heard of any as of yet. I'm sure the young man will. 1st and 10, Navarre. Another first down carry for Jaden Rivera. 17 first downs on the night for Navarre. It's going to be a handoff to Rivera again. He hops over his offensive line out to the 49-yard line to give him 3 more yards. That was a nice little hop over the big bubbas out there. Let's talk about those big bubbas. Number 71, Elijah Melendez. Number 73 out there, Dawson Higginbotham. Met his dad, David, earlier this evening. Chase Richardson out there at the tight end position. You got number 65, Tyler Columbine, and number 66, Marcus Feliciano out there as well. 2nd and 6 for the Raiders. It's another handoff right up the middle. Rivera with another 4-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. As the clock goes down to 3. Actually, they're going to move the chains. The Raider first down.
Okay. Gabe says when someone wears the gold gloves, it means they got a touchdown.
Okay. Thanks, Gabe.
Look at there. Somebody checking in from Anchorage.
Anchorage, Alaska.
Holy
Paved.
moly.
I know that's Brian Betts checking in.
I bet you it's a little cooler there than it is here.
Hey, Brian, thanks for tuning in from Alaska tonight.
Absolutely.
A high snap, and it's hauled down, and the Raiders are going to just kind of run out the clock here.
Running with 2 hands on the football.
Number 20's first carry of the night. That would be Joseph Simmons, senior running back that doesn't get a whole lot of carries.
He wasn't going to let go of that football, though, I know.
He was not.
I think Golf Breeze has called a timeout, I do
We're going to stay right here. Folks, 35-21, 2:45 on the clock. And it's 35-21 Navarre as they've scored the last 28 points. And the Raiders will have a 2nd and 2. Joseph Simmons with his first carry of his varsity career for 2 yards.
Looks like the Baby Raiders. Thank you, Brandy.
Freshman one as well,
Yep.
19-6. Both games were 19-6.
Okay.
Thanks for the update, Brandy.
Got to give plug and love.
Both
to
the JV and freshmen go to 2-0. The Raiders varsity now looking to go 2-0, so a good start so far here early on for the Raider program. Raiders have a 2nd and 8 coming up here. We're seeing some of the reserve players coming in here with 2:45 on the clock. Jason Deal back in at quarterback. The Raiders running that play clock down under 10. Even though the clock has stopped, it really doesn't do a whole lot right now. There is a flag on the play here against Navarre. A procedure call, false start. Back to the 47 of Gulf Breeze. 2nd and 13 for Navarre. Twin split to the far side. Mitchell goes in motion. It's going to be Mitchell on the carry. He's going to cut back inside the 40 and all the way down to the 36-yard line, where it's going to be a gain of 11 for Mitchell.
Golf Breeze calls timeout.
And now bring up a third down situation for the Raiders, about third and a long 2. Coming up as we're down to 2:32 here in the second half. Actually, in the fourth quarter. So it's going to be an 11-yard gain for Mitchell. And the Dolphins call their second timeout of the half, so they have 1 remaining. So they can stop it one more time.
Escambia has come back in the third quarter and leading Booker T. Washington 21-20.
Great game over there.
Milton is beating Pace in another rivalry game, 28-0. Port St. Joe all over Graceville, 56-30.
You got Chris Bridges and Jabari Mitchell here to the near side. Bridges in for the first time tonight. Off on the far side, number 23, it looks like is out there, Caden Howard. It's going to be 46 on the carry. That would be Amir Rustum with his first carry of the season. He's close to the first down marker.
First down.
That's Ramir Rustin with the carry. I think, are they going to give him a first down?
Yep, the white hat signaled first down.
A nice run there by Rustum on his first carry of the night. Give him 2 yards, and that's enough for a Raider first down. They're 18th on the night. Deal just going to be turned around and handed off. We're down to 1:56 on the clock. Thank you, Brooke, for coming out and helping us out tonight. What you're seeing at home is a product of Brooke Hamill, my daughter. She comes out of retirement for 1 game a year to help her old man out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast as much as we are bringing it to you wherever you may be. Alaska, my good friend Todd Alt is listening in Sweden once again.
It's a balmy.
Dickie Betts. It's 54 degrees in Anchorage, Alaska. Thanks, Bev Schwem, for checking in as well. Marianne Katib, I see you out there as well. Gabe Apongan giving us some information, information we don't know as far as with the gold.
Gold gloves.
The gold gloves. If you score a touchdown, you get to wear the gold gloves. Thanks, Gabe. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Navarre with 1:46 on the clock and a 35-21 lead. The Raiders have kept the Dolphins off the scoreboard and away from that big play here in the second half.
Yep.
Something that we talked about at halftime.
Great adjustments by Navarre and a flag on the play.
And the Raiders were going into victory formation.
They call it illegal.
But the Raiders had a false start first.
How do you have a false start in victory formation? I don't
That's kind of
understand.
tough.
Gee.
But that stops the clock on the penalty, 1:43. We'll have a quick post-game show, and we'll give you our offensive player of the game, our defensive player of the game, and our Ian Lockwood player of the game, and our special teams player of the game.
Okay.
And they're just going to kneel down here, 1:26 on the clock. Deal's going to go under center once the play clock gets down below 10. As we're down to 12, 11. And the game clock is winding down to 1 minute here of play here in the fourth quarter. In victory formation, Deal kneels down, and we are under 1 minute to play here. And it looks like the Raiders are going to get their 13th win in 14 contests against their Santa Rosa County foe, the Gulf Breeze Dolphins, in the Publix Beach Bowl Cup.
Take your hat off. Gulf Breeze came up, fired up, exposed some things that Navarre needs to work on and practice this week, getting ready for Choctaw, who lost a close one tonight. Choctaw's 0-3. They'll have a lot to try to prove, as Navarre will go home
victorious on this night. 35-21 is your final score as the Raiders win the Publix Beach Bowl Cup to move to 2-0 on the season and give Jay Walls his 78th win in his 99th game. The Raiders, we're going to go out and go through a whole list of our sponsors and let you hear who sponsors our games and thank them for bringing us the capability to broadcast to all of you out
Absolutely.
there. So let's go out and listen from a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with our post-games show. Navarre 35, Gulf Breeze 21. We'll be right back, folks.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
And if you're looking for a job, they're hiring every day. You can call 850-494-1776. That's 850-494-1776. Express Employment Professionals of Pensacola.
You think she'd hire me?
You're very hireable. Now let's go on to our next
Craig
sponsor.
Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, are making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com. Navarre Raider Sports is brought to you by Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate, your local real estate connection. With Ursula, you got a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Ursula can help with all of your real estate needs. Whether in the Florida Panhandle or around the world, her 16 years experience in real estate will work for you with innovative marketing strategies. Thinking about selling your home? Call Ursula for a free marketing analysis to see if you qualify for one of the incentive programs. Call or text 850-642-5711. Email ursula.house.
We back on there. There we go. We just got unplugged there for a second. I think we're back up and running now. Your post-game show Brought to you by our 5 sponsor Culver's, University Lending Group, Navarre Quarterback Club, Ursula Householder, and Express Employment Professionals of Pensacola. If you'd like to become a sponsor, please, you can drop me a text at 850-549-8387 if you would like to become a sponsor of IrishBillSports.com and Navarre Raider Football. And I think we're back up and running here. The camera's back up. And Navarre wins this one 35-21. It's time to pick our players of the game. Bob?
Wow. Offense, Jaden Rivera.
22 carries, 108 yards, 3 touchdowns. Our Ian Lockwood player of the game. I think that's the obvious choice. Our offensive player of the game, I would like to put in a vote for number 14, Trent Hall, who had 3 catches for 64 yards and a big 37-yard touchdown grab.
Sure did. And I think he's also involved in special teams as well.
So we're going to go with Rivera for our Ian Lockwood player of the game. Hall with our offensive player of the game. And our defensive player of the game, we called his name quite a bit, number 57, Nate Herring.
Yep.
And our special teams player of the game, I have to go with Jabari Mitchell. Had a couple of good returns, set up a Raider touchdown. He had a couple of big tackles on kickoffs. I'm going to go with Jabari Mitchell as our special teams player of the game.
Absolutely.
So there you have it, folks. Jaden Rivera, our Ian Lockwood player of the game. Trent Hall, our offensive player of the game. Herring, that would be Nate, the younger brother of Chris and Bo. Chris, a graduate of Huntington College, off to law school now.
Yep.
Bo looking to play his senior year at Maryville College in Tennessee, but no play this fall. And Nate, a senior here at Navarre, the last of the 3 Herring boys, and now holding the Public Speech Bowl Cup. And so there you have it. Navarre 35-21. Rivera with 108 yards on 22 carries, 3 touchdowns. Your leading receiver, Trent Hall, 3 for 64. And your defensive player of the game, Nate Herring, for the Raiders. The Raiders ran the ball for 245 yards, 110 through the air by 3 different quarterbacks. And I think that about calls it for one night, Bob.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The Raiders.
Great effort tonight.
35-21. We'll be back at Culver's this Wednesday night to catch Irish Bill's Twist on Sports. And then we'll be at home next Friday night for our first home game as Choctaw comes calling to Bennett C. Russell Stadium next Friday night. As the dust settles on the field of play where we saw the Raiders prevail 35-21. Until Wednesday night from Culver's in Navarre, may the wind ever be at your back. This is Irish Bill signing off.
Good night, Navarre.